Okay, I believe we're recording. Welcome officially to the Social Media Attraction Marketing Workshop. Jason Grosson here, the founder of the Surge Institute, the author of the new book coming out, Online Coaches Business Bible. In this live training, very simple. I'm going to share with you guys, business owners, virtual assistants, closers, setters, client success team, how to use your social media to build a pipeline and sign clients, 5 to 10 in January. Who here is a business owner who would love to sign 5 to 10 clients in the next 30 days? Would you like to do that? And I'm going to show you how to do it using Facebook. So my intention very simply is to give you the simple fundamentals you need in the next 30 days to sign 5 to 10 clients. And so a little bit about today is we're going to focus primarily on Facebook, how to build a Facebook funnel in 2026. Because who agrees marketing has changed? Everything's different. What worked 6 months ago doesn't even work now, let alone 6 years ago. Would you guys agree, Jeff? Probably agree, right? So things have changed. So we're going to talk about building a Facebook funnel, driving traffic to it, and then doing content, the science and the art of content to actually get clients. And I think a lot of people haven't spent the time learning how to create content to get clients because we have organic and paid marketing. But what's 95% of marketing? It's organic. Who would like to be able to get more attention, more leads, more appointments, and more clients on this call? Would you guys like that? I'm going to show you how to do that without AI, without tech, without team. You can use those things without ads, without funnels, without any of that stuff. I'm going to give you the basic fundamentals. In fact, if I lost everything today, Jeff, and I started all over, I built 4 7-figure businesses. What I would do is exactly what I'm sharing with you right now. We're also going to talk a little bit about the psychology of the new year, because in the new year, we have Christmas. There is a psychology at Christmas time that motivates people to buy or not buy. New Year is the same, depending on your niche or niches in the US and also your audience, right? So before we dive in, I just want to get to know you guys. If you're watching live, thank you so much for joining me. We had some fun getting on the right link. If you're watching replay, we will be using this Surge team as the replay and plan we'll be sharing with everybody. Because not only am I going to give you a training today, teach you the science and the art of what to post, when to post, how to do it to get clients daily if you do it right, but at least 5 in January. But I'm also going to give you guys a planner and access to a Facebook group where we can communicate for the next 30 days to work together and help you on that journey. So if you're watching the replay of this, thank you so much for joining. You might be watching in our mastermind, or you might be watching on YouTube. You can find the resources in the group. There'll be a link somewhere to join the Facebook group and or the mastermind. So for those that are watching replay, thank you so much for allowing me to make this interactive. I do like to make these a bit more interactive. So I'm going to open up my chat box for those that are watching. And I just want to get to know everyone. If everyone in this training right now, we have Surge team, we have Surge VA angels, we have clients hiring VAs through us, and then we have business owners. So just post in the chat, introduce yourself, where in the world you are, what kind of business you have, or what team member you are with Surge, and also maybe what you're looking forward to most about this training. Again, my intention is to show you guys how to get 5 clients in the next 30 days. Jamie, that could be for you as a salesperson. Carlos, that could be you as an appointment setter. Bernadette, that could be you with your client as a VA. Noemi, that can be you as a client success manager. Jeff, that's definitely for you as a business owner. So just post in the chat, where in the world you are, what kind of business you have. Curtis Naples, business coaching, practice helping small businesses, business owners double their profit. I love that. Steve, Detroit, Michigan, as part of the Surge team, one of our new growth consultants. Noemi, yep, welcome, Noemi. Jeff, downtown Manila, happy New Year, brother. Good to see you here as well. Welcome, Laura. Yvette, business owner in Old Empire. Is that California? Mark Myers, executive life evolution coach. Love that. Evolve Connection Partners, Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville. Is that Johnny Cash? Is Johnny Cash from Nashville? Lara, Capital Raiser, Love Angels, New Zealand. Welcome to our Kiwi cousins. Yvette, Inland Empire, California. Gotcha. Yeah, thanks. Taylor, part of the Surge team, one of our new growth advisors. Welcome, brother. Good to see you here. Man, this is our 4th training this week, Jamie, for me. For some of you guys, like our 3rd training. What an epic week of training. We've all put so much time and energy into serving everyone to set up for an epic 2026. Mark Myers, Johnny Cash, live near To Nashville. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, awesome. Johnny Cash is my all-time favorite artist. Side note, unrelated. I'm just curious. What's everyone's favorite musician of all time? I'm just curious. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite musician of all time? Johnny Cash, Beatles, Tupac. Sarah, Melbourne, Australia, financial diversification. Welcome, Sarah. Frank Sinatra, old school, gangster, OG. Chona, Manila, Philippines. Welcome. Yvette, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Heck yeah. They got some great tracks. AC/DC, of course, brother. You shook me all night long. I still listen to that regularly, actually. Tonya, growth expert, intuitive coach. Welcome. Jeff Field, Queen. I went to the Queen cover that had, is it Brian, the drummer? Man, he was just another level, wasn't he? In excess. So we get old school. We got some mature people here. Jeff Summers, the reputation marketing specialist, helping local business owners attract local clients. Carlos Drake, you're fired, brother. Did someone really say Drake? Are you trolling or are you being legit? Much love still if you are being legit. Anyway. Steve, Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin, yeah, I can see that, man. That the 80s brings back the 80s, isn't it? Okay,
I was gonna
let's
say
start.
I'm Gen Z, so my favorite is Drake.
Gen Z, yeah, man. The Gen Z love Drake, don't they? Oh my goodness. Drizzy? Was that what they call it? Drizzy? I'm showing my age now, aren't I? Gary V for my fellow friends. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So again, I just really want to set you guys up for success. 80% of success is psychology, 20% is mechanics. For those that do know me personally or have worked with me, no, I always like to cover the psychology at least in the beginning to prime your mind for success. So really we have four or five different groups of people here. So for those of you that are business owners, the primary focus for you guys, like Sarah, is to get you at least 5 clients. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to use Facebook. Now, what I'm going to share with you today, it will definitely help if you have a VA, but you don't need a VA. You can definitely do it without a VA. Okay, so who here is a business owner? Who here is a business owner that isn't a client not hiring a VA with us? Just share your core offer for me. Are you doing business coaching? You're doing life coaching? Who is a business owner here not hiring a VA through us? Okay, if that's you, you're definitely going to have everything you need to get 5 clients in the next 30 days. We also have business owners here that are hiring VAs through us. So who's hiring a VA through us? We got Sarah, got a few of you guys here. Mark. Yes, Yvette. Yeah, Megan Camp. Hey, Megan, good to see you here. I think you really appreciate the simplicity of this training as well. So for those of you that are business owners hiring VAs with us, this is a formal training for our Surge virtual assistants, how they can help fast track your success through organic marketing and Facebook. So this is an official training for our VAs. For those that aren't aware, we do have a VA agency. We have the Surge Institute. One of the things we do is we provide affordable, highly trained virtual assistants, social media managers, appointment setters, and video editors. All 4 of those virtual team can definitely help fast track your success, what I'm going to share with you today. But again, if you don't have a VA, it doesn't matter too much. For Megan and those of you hiring a VA like Mark, yeah, you love your angels. We refer to them as angels. You definitely want to use this training as an opportunity to interact through the chat with your VA. Oh, let's do that on Monday. Let's start doing that. Now, the truth is that probably 80% of what I'm going to share with you today as a business owner, you actually can have your VA do for you on your behalf, maybe even 90%. So we also have our angels. So for those of you that are VAs and angels with us that have a client, this is what you're going to be doing to help your client succeed moving forward. So make sure you take lots of notes, everyone. Pay attention. And then for those of you that are VAs with us that don't currently have a client, thank you for being here. This is a compulsory training for all VAs. You'll be able to use these strategies and apply them and make suggestions on them in the future. And then finally, we have our Surge team. We have our closers, we have our setters, and we have our client success team here. We've had at least 2 trainings with each of you this week, and we spoke about building a pipeline. The awesome thing, Carlos and Seven and Craig and Taylor and Chona and Jamie and Tonya and Noemi and all of you guys, Min, is what I'm sharing with you today is how you build your personal pipeline. So remember Taylor and Carlos, we spoke about building a pipeline. Today's training is how to do that. And that's why we're doing the training today, Jamie, is because it makes sense on the back end of all the team trainings we just did this week. Who here has made New Year resolutions? Yes. What's everyone's thoughts on New Year's resolutions? It's a controversial topic, isn't it? I don't believe in it. You shouldn't do it. Don't set it. I think the negative connotation around New Year's resolutions is what most people do. Set New Year's resolutions within a week or two, they've quit. And yeah. So here's my personal philosophy around New Year's resolutions because Jeff brought them up. I think you do want to have New Year's resolutions. I do think you want to set goals for the year at the beginning of the year. In fact, before. In fact, I've mapped out my entire year, business and personal, weeks ago, month by month. Yes. But also you want to set quarterly goals. You want to set monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals. Every day you want to wake up and have a main goal. So goal setting as an overall philosophy, I think is great because here's what I love about goal setting, Jamie, is that, and Tony, you'll appreciate this. When you sit down and you set goals and you plan, by default, you're using the law of attraction. Does that make sense? You're automatically scheming about it and thinking about the future and plotting it, and you're automatically emitting the energy that attracts like forces and attracts those things. And then, of course, you align your behavior, the law of action, with the law of attraction. So we'll touch on that briefly as well. Jill, I don't have my VA anymore. Okay, awesome. Thanks for joining us. Why start January 1 when you can start today? Well, I think anything that's new that has a energy about it, it's fresh. But that's every day is a new day of your life. Every day is a new sunrise, is new energy, new goals. To not focus on the past. The past doesn't equal your future. And I think we get stuck looking in the rear vision mirror when what's bigger, the main window or the rear vision mirror? We want to focus forward. As Ragnar Lothbrok, when he took his two boys out for the first time over to England, I believe it was, in the Vikings. The boys looked back at their mum. Ragnar said, "Stop looking back, you're not going that way." So I think New Year's resolutions have a place when you're utilizing goal setting on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, ongoing, fresh start basis. It's a good thing, but yeah, the way I'm going to quit smoking. Yeah, because people wait all year to set a goal. They set a goal and then they quit after a month. Yeah, so that 100% I agree with. 1% improvement per week at 60, 70 year but that's crazy, right? Goals without action are nothing more than a to-do list. Yeah, who wants more to-do lists? Yeah. Okay, well, something weird just happened. Okay, so since we're talking about goal setting, that's how I want to kick off this session. Now, again, we have virtual assistants, we have the Surge Growth team, and we have business owners here. So everyone's going to approach it a little bit different. Business owners are going to focus on actually acquisition of clients. The sales and setting and client team might be focused on appointments or clients or sales. And the VAs, how you're going to be able to help your clients, right? So your goals and targets will be a little different. The first thing I want to do is I just want to get clear on what is your intention and goal for January. Let's just kick off with a January goal that we can all aim for and agree with, right? So the first thing that we want to do, and everybody can set this goal, VAs, growth team, business owners, I just want everybody to, well, actually, on a side note, is there any business owners that have a business here that's not service-based, not client-based? Network marketers, affiliate marketers, someone sells products, someone's in real estate or something else. Is there any business owners that do not build their business by acquiring or selling clients? Is there anyone here? If you are in network marketing or affiliate marketing or crypto, it could be distributors or customers. You could use that number. 80% of our clients are in Sarah? Yep. Yeah. So 80% of our clients are in the service-based business. We know online service-based businesses incredibly well, like inside out. I've been doing that for 15 years online, 25 years in total. But you can apply this to all business models. So the first goal I want to invite everybody to set, closers, setters, business owners, VAs, everyone. How many clients are you going to aim for signing in the month of January? Let's just start simple and just type it in the chat. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube or Mastermind or elsewhere, just type it in the chat. We will interact in there as well. Now, as you set this goal, whenever you set a goal, a voice pops up inside you. I ask you how many clients you want, and you start to think. The first thought that comes to your mind is the answer, but then you start to prejudge. Can I do that? Is that possible? That voice is the voice you got to tell to shut up and sit down and choose. You got to choose. The problem is we take we take our beliefs from the past and what we did last year. Who had a bit of a roller coaster year in 2025? This is a new year. It doesn't matter what happened last year in regards to your results this year. New year, right? Let me scroll up. Megan, 8 clients. Let's do it. 8 clients. Sarah, 5 clients. Curtis, 10 clients. Joanna, 5 clients. Yvette, 20. Steve, 20. Jill, 5. Chona, 10. Tonya, 20. Jeff, 1 a week minimum is always our goal. So it's at least 4. Should we aim for a bigger goal then in January? Shoot, that voice said 10. Well, there you have it. So whenever you sit down yourself, Sarah, and you do goal setting or planning or anything like that in that context, when you ask yourself a question, the first thought that comes to mind is the answer. Because let me ask you a question, Sarah, and all of you. When's the last time your intuition was wrong? Sarah, has your intuition ever been wrong? Men can probably relate to this more than women, maybe women as well. Men, has there ever been a time you craved a certain food? Like I remember once I was at a food court. I don't go to food courts often, but I was at a food court, Jamie, and I craved a hot dog. I just really want a hot dog. I know it's bad food. I just wanted one. I felt like it. I didn't get a hot dog. I went for something healthy. Afterwards, I regret it. It's like, man, I wish I got the hot dog. Because my gut feeling, my first initial response was want a hot dog. Now, signing up clients and changing lives and making money is more significant than hot dogs. But again, your intuition is never wrong. So learn to trust the first thought in your mind. It comes from the intuition, the gut and the brain communicating. Yeah, the heart has 80,000 brain cells. The gut has 10,000 brain cells. They communicate. That's where our intuition comes from. So trust that. First wedding dress is always the winner. First wedding dress is, well, I'm going to say I imagine it would be. Yeah, awesome. So that's the first step. Now, write that down. Maybe on a piece of paper. It's January 31st. Is it 31 days in January? I think it's 31. Everybody write this down. It's January 31st, and I have signed 20 new clients, 8 new clients, 10 new clients. So everybody just write that on a piece of paper. Commit. Appointment setters do it, closers do it, VAs do it, business owners definitely do it, Noemi do it, everybody do it. Oh, just so you know, I'm playing the game. By the way, everything I'm getting you guys to do today, I'm doing as well. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Our goal is 50 clients in January, guys. 50 clients, if you guys are wondering. Okay, and that will increase pretty quickly in February, March. 50 clients for the month of January is what the Search Institute is aiming for. Yeah, that's what we're shooting for, if those were curious, yeah. Cool, everybody written that down? By the way, if you haven't written that down, makes no difference to me. You might think, well, Jace can't see me. It doesn't matter. You're only cheating yourself. If you can't take 30 seconds, 20 seconds to write down your main goal or target for January, then how the heck are you going to be prepared to do what it takes to make it happen? So my primary focus today, Carlos, my primary focus today, Jeff, my primary focus today, Bernadette, is to give you the recipe you need to hit that target. I'm going to show you how to hit that target. Number 1. Number 2, the next question is, you can see the goal is the income. How much income does that give you? How much income does that do? Just write that down as well. So for example, if you're a business coach and your program is $5,000 and you get 10 clients, that's 50 grand, 50,000 in January. So write down on the piece of paper and also share in the chat, how much income, how much revenue does that give you? Everybody share that in the chat as well. Sarah, 10K, Steve, 15K. Yeah, I figured for most people it's at least 10,000. 10 to 20,000 is what I put in this event. Jill, 15,000. Yep. Megan, base 16K extra. Yep. By the way, if you normally sign 5 clients and you said 5 clients this week, I would challenge you to double it. Curtis, 12,500. That's the number, isn't it? 12,500 for the month of January. 30 to 40,000, 4,000 minimum ongoing. Yep. Now here's the important question. Who's ever noticed that when you have bills to pay or expenses, or when you get hit with weird lump sums, you got to buy a new laptop because it crashed, or the car, something happens to the car. Has there ever been a time you didn't work it out, guys, eventually? Who's ever noticed that when you needed money, you always found a way to make enough? In fact, how much money do you normally make, Jeff? Enough. So the problem is you all don't have more money because you haven't set a goal for something you don't yet have and want it bad enough and take an action towards that plan. Does that make sense? If you made a decision to buy a private jet and committed to it, you'd find a way. So one of the reasons a lot of people, if you're in finances, you'll relate to this. Not one of the main reasons people don't make more money. There's a lot of reasons, but one of them is, a lot of people say, I'm making 100 grand, I want to make 200 grand, but they haven't created a plan or set a goal for what they're going to do with the extra 100K. So my question to all of you is that 10 grand, that 4 grand, that 20 grand, that 39,940, what are you going to do with that money? I want everybody to quickly work it out. First thought that pops to your mind, write that down and share it with the group. What are you going to do with that money? Now you can do whatever you want with it, but I'm going to ask you a small favor because I'd like to play a part in you hitting that target. And it's not because of me, it's because of you. You're the captain of the ship. I'm simply the rudder that steers in the right direction. But I would love to see a photo or a screenshot or proof when you hit that, and then you go do that thing, go on that trip. For example, in the next 8 weeks, Jamie and Tony, you know this, in the next 8 weeks, we're launching the Sales Academy, new business, got a book being published, podcast launching. And to celebrate in 8 weeks, we're going to Fiji for 4 nights. We celebrate. That's what we're going to Fiji, really. Does that make sense? Okay, let's have a look. We've got a lot of coming through. Okay, so this is the thing. You've got to get very specific. Yeah, it always works out, doesn't it? Yvette says recycle it. What do you mean by recycle it? Carlos, set 20 savings. Steve, Steve, you're going to put it all into savings? My suggestion is don't put it all into savings. When you set a target, set a reward for achieving it, a personal goal. Jeff, investing growth, what specifically? Is there a course you want to do, a certification? Multiply it? How specifically are you going to multiply it? See how vague everybody's answer is? I'm not having got anyone, it's just very vague, right? I'm going to go on a trip for 3 nights to Bali, take my kids, right? I know some of you want to go to Maldives. Craig says savings. Again, that's very vague, right? What specifically? Save or invest, purchase a new laptop. Kind of getting somewhere. Training will buy a new laptop. I'd like to book and pay for March, April holidays, save it. Yeah, let's get very specific. Where are you going in March? How long are you going for? For those that want to travel, we have 7 overseas trips planned this year. 7. Already mapped out, planned, how many nights, where we're going, everything. We've already planned it all out. Yeah. 7 overseas trips this year, kicking off in 8 weeks with Fiji. Okay. Now, part of that is one of the best things you can do when you want to go on a trip is to create a itinerary. So if you could go anywhere in the world this year, where would you guys go? How long are you going for? Okay. Jamie and Tonya, I know you want to take the kids somewhere. Sit down with the kids, create an itinerary together. All right. We're going to go here. We're going to go to LA. We're going to go to Anaheim. We're going to do 7 nights. We're going to do Disney this time. We're going to stay in this hotel. Create an itinerary. Add it to your vision board. Add it to your goals. Guys, if you want to make more money, you have to have a reason why. You can't just say, well, I want more freedom. I want more abundance. I want to save more. I want to invest more. Okay, great. What are you going to invest in? Well, I want to buy an investment property. How much money down do you need? 30,000. Great. In a year, if I save 600 a week, I'll have my 30K. Where do you want to invest? Start looking. Get the house. Put it on the vision board. That's why we're starting with this. The reason why you guys are not signing as many clients as you want, yes, it's a lack of attention. Yes, it's business. Maybe it's psychological reasons. But you haven't set a reason strong enough why and worked out what you're going to do with the money. You'll be in Thailand for 5 days this last week of January. Awesome. I'm taking my partner's never been to Thailand. I've been 7 times. I'm taking her. We're doing 10 nights in April for her birthday. Awesome thing is Bali's on the way. We're doing 2 nights in Bali. We go to Thailand for 5 nights, come back for a night, and head back. So I've mapped out our entire 7 trips for the whole year, guys. Does it mean it goes that way, happens that way, Jamie? Of course not. Is it more likely to, though? For sure. If you all made 10 or 20 grand, you could probably do a trip somewhere, somehow, spoil your family, include your family. Family holiday for 15 days. Yep, nice. You love making money and helping folks while I'm at it, 100%. So imagine if you had bigger goals that were more specific, because that's how you do it, Yvette. You would know this. You're a smart woman, intelligent woman. Most people go, when I can afford the trip, I'll go on the trip. When the time is right, one day, and they form one-day-itis. What I do, what a lot of rich mindset people do, is they go, this is what I want to do. So you might go, Jamie and Tony might go, we want to go to Maldives, and it's 30,000. We got 10 grand in savings. We need 20,000. Okay, well, cool. When do we want to go? In 6 months. All right, we need to save 800 per week. Okay, well, now we need to increase our income by 800 per week, and we can set up a savings account, automate that, and now we have a plan. Are you guys with me? Are you guys confused or overwhelmed, or is it me? So I want to invite everyone to get very specific and clear, and maybe do this in your own time. Jamaica in June, man. Jamaica is one on the top of my lists. One of our trips this year is Russia. It was either Russia or Jamaica. I'm still flipping the coin, but it'll be Russia. My partner really wants to go. Yeah, Jamaica would be awesome. I'd love to go to Brazil as well. Brazil would be awesome. Yeah, cool. So in your own time, definitely do that and set business goals to achieve your personal goals. Because, yes, we want to help people, but you want to do it in a way that enhances your life. Who has kids? If you could do anything with your kids in the next, celebrate with your kids, do something with them. Take my son to see FC Barcelona football. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, go watch Barcelona. Well, it's pronounced Barcelona, isn't it? I have an awesome story about Barcelona where I was naked at sunrise, but that's another conversation for another day. Sarah, 7. Holy moly. Is that 7 kids? Okay, wow. So again, I've spent a lot of time on that, but here's the thing. If I just give you the framework today, you're not going to be motivated, you're not going to be inspired, you're not going to want to take action. It's easy to show up today if you feel like it. Who didn't feel like showing up today? Who's sitting there going, now, man, I've got other things I could be doing, right? Anyone can go to the gym when you feel like it. Anyone can eat healthy when you feel like it. Anyone can pick up the phone when you feel like it. Anyone can send DMs when you feel like it. Anyone can do a Facebook Live when you feel like it. But it's when you don't feel like it. And that's what discipline is. And we all need more discipline in our business and our lives. So the next step is we want to prime your mind for success. When we talk about psychology, we have the psychology of your prospects and we have your own psychology. You do whatever it takes. Yeah, I love that, Jeff. That's awesome. So Sarah, we have the psychology of your potential customers or clients, and then you have your own psychology, what I refer to as micro and macro psychology. So in January, here is something awesome. And this is probably one of the most important messages for today for everyone. Noemi, Jamie, Jeff, Carlos, all VAs, everybody. This is what I want you to understand. In the new year, your list, your email list, your social media following, your phone list, your community, your database, it resets. Your leads all become new again. And in the new year, if you know how to tap into the psychology of the buying power of your prospect, you'll sell more in the new year than any other month. You've just got to find out what are the new year goals that people want. What are the new year problems people are focused on solving? And I'm going to help you with that today. Yeah. Okay. And if you know how to do that, part of what I'm going to teach you today, again, January matters because I do believe, who said the saying, it doesn't matter how you start, matters how you finish? I disagree with that because we've come into January. A lot of people have had Christmas and New Year and celebrations and festivities and ham and wine and champagne and beer and all that stuff. And a lot of people in different industries need to recreate momentum. You might need to recreate momentum as well. So in January, we need to put in extra time and effort, extra work and extra effort, but also everything is new. So the opportunities you have with your list in January, you don't have the rest of the year, same as Christmas. And so today is built around that psychology of your prospect, and we'll talk more about that. There are definitely buying seasons, 100%. There are definitely buying seasons, yeah. Christmas is my favorite buying season for sure, for obvious reasons. The psychology goes deep, 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 deep with Christmas. Not quite as deep with January, but there is it's new. And this is the thing, a lot of people diss New Year's resolutions, but like imagine having go at your prospect because they do it and then you lose them as a client. Like it's just like religion is a perfect extreme example. Hindu, Christian, Catholic, Jew, we're all human beings that should have more empathy. That's why I love Bali in Southeast Asia. Philippines the same. Everybody respects each and everyone, regardless of the God you might worship or the beliefs you have. We disagree or agree. We're all humans. And I think being respectful with your audience, I think will go a long way with you guys as well. So it's not about trying to reframe everyone's beliefs. It's about understanding our prospects model of the world. Yeah. And then being flexible around that as well. So you also have your psychology. What is your psychology at the new year? Have you lost momentum? Who had a rough year? Last year for me was the second roughest year I've had as an adult. It was a rough year for me. I had some health issues and found out that I had Meniere's disease. We had some other challenges happen. My partner was rushed to hospital had to have emergency operation, same as the cat, which is weird. All kinds of things happened. But it's a new year, and the past doesn't equal your future. So you might be a business owner, and maybe last year you got 2 clients all year, and then I'm sitting here telling you you're going to get 5 in the month of January. You're like, but yes. So you got to find a way to recognize your own attitude, which is two things: your thoughts and feelings. Because if I'm sitting here going, you're going to get 5 or 10 clients, but you don't believe it's possible, if you don't believe you deserve it, if you don't believe it's capable, it doesn't matter what I give you. If I don't know if there's anyone here who would like to lose some weight, okay, but if you'd like to lose weight, I helped over 30,000 people with body transformation in 21 years, probably more, right? That's personally. If I was to give you a world-class meal plan, a fitness program, does it guarantee results? It doesn't, right? Not at all. So there's something missing, and that's your psychology. The final thing, because we need to dive in, I'm going to move through the main part of this pretty quickly. I spent a fair bit of time on pre-frame because it's really important. What I'm about to share with you is not a typical 30 days for most people, business owners, setters, closers, VAs. It is a blitz. It is 30 days, all out massive action, no days off, 30 days in a row. Not Sunday off, not Saturday off, not birthdays off. 30 days straight, all out massive action. If you're prepared to do that, you all will get 5 or 10 clients. It's really that simple. If I said to you for 30 days, go all out massive action, create some momentum, put in a couple of hours extra per day, who'd be prepared to do that to make the 10, 20, 30, 40 grand? Tony Robinson would say I. Yeah. 2026 is completely blank canvas. Yeah, also last year was was it the year of the snake last year? Was it last year? Anyway. Yeah, I know Curtis will appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, so that is the inner game. Now let's talk about the outer game. Now, this is the stuff you all came for. This is the strategy. Who's like me? Who's a how-to person? You get on a call like this, I just want the strategy. Give me the steps, show me how to do it. I'm motivated, I go and do it. Who's that person? No, Carlos is that guy, right? So now I'm going to give you guys a strategy. It's built around 2 main parts. One, the Facebook funnel, and 2, content. Okay, and we're going to move through it pretty quickly. So I'm recording this. It will be uploaded into a Facebook group. I'll make sure you're all in the Facebook group at the end of this, and you're going to have access to resources. And I'll explain that more shortly. But who agrees it's getting harder to get in front of more of the right people, generate leads, and get clients? Who agree that naturally it's getting harder, right? Who also agrees that building an online business can be overwhelming? There's a lot of moving parts. You got GoHellover now, you got webinars, you got different socials. Do I need a funnel? Do I need to do ads? What AI should I be using? So today is about keeping it very simple. And again, if I lost everything today, Jeff, what I would do is if I lost everything today, Jamie, what I'm sharing with you right now is exactly what I'd personally be doing in the next 30 days. That's how invested I am in what I'm about to share with you. So Facebook funnel, daily content, and then a plan. You're going to get access to that. I'll also send through the slides so you can check out the slides. So I'm not sure what happened in your business last year, but who would agree that you want a better business and financial year this year than last year? Everybody wants that. Whether you had a good year, bad year, great year, or your best year ever. We all want to grow. One of the keys to fulfillment Tony Robbins talks about, right, Curtis? So in the outer game of business, the number one reason you're not growing more is a lack of traffic. And Jamie, we were talking about this recently, weren't we? It's getting harder to get traffic. What is traffic? It's the flow through your funnel. It's the flow through your community. And the traffic, in a nutshell, is what you can see on the screen. Yeah, it's the year of the horse now, isn't it? The year of the horse is much better than the year of snake. So thank you, year of the horse. So today is about growing your social media, nurturing those people and turning them into clients, right? So the top of that funnel is attention. Who here would like to get in front of more of the right people? Would you like that? Now, here's the thing about attention. There's only a couple of ways you can get attention online. How do you get attention online? So let's focus on organic because you can do organic and paid. Today is all organic. And by the way, organic makes up 95 to 90% of all marketing online. Organic is 95 to 97% of all marketing online, right? So organically, how can you get attention online? What do you guys think? What are some ways we can get attention online? there's only really two main ways. What are you guys' thoughts? VAs, lives, podcast, videos? Yep. What else? How else can we get more attention online? Consistency. Yeah, one of the secret sources, I believe. Reels. Paid traffic and free traffic through massive action. Now, DMs, yes. Turn up every day, yes. There's only two ways that you can get attention organically. One, through content. Yep. One is through content, your daily content, your social media. Okay, so the reels, the posts, the videos, the lives, all those things, that's content. And number two, the daily content or the content is what I call the micro part of marketing. And number two is events. Okay, now you might be thinking DMs. Well, DMs really content. Now, if we talk about appointment setting and getting appointments, we can get appointments through DM, email, and phone, our three lists. When building a successful business, we want to focus on building those three lists. We grow those three lists to get attention. But then we need to nurture that list to turn them into quality leads and then appointments and events and then into clients. Okay. So if you know how to do daily content and regular events in the right way, you will get more clients than ever before. And that's all today is about. Now, you need to do a lot of events, but in the next 30 days, you're going to do daily content, which I'm going to help you with, and one event at the end of January. That's it. If I can show you how to do that nice and simply to get 5 to 10 clients, who's in? Yeah, very simple. 100 birds with one stone. Yeah. So here is the thing is, if you look at this funnel, what's the one thing that's really stopping everyone here from getting more clients? A lack of quantity and quality of appointments. If you all had an extra 10 or 15 sales calls, every one of you, closers, appointment setters, business owners, what's going to happen? You're going to get more clients. So here's the thing. You can sell through appointments or you can sell through an event. An event is a group appointment. In fact, at the end of this call, I put together a special, ridiculously low, high value offer for just a few of you that some will take advantage of and some won't. I'm going to sell something at the end of this webinar. We're going to send this to everybody. Setters, you're going to be sending this to everyone over the next 30 days, driving traffic to it. We'll keep making sales. We'll follow everybody up from this call, book them in for calls and sell our different offers. Webinars are a super powerful way to do that. So what we want to do is we want to grow our social media, do regular daily content to promote one-on-one calls and our next event, and converse with those people to sign them up. That's it. Now, it's not that easy, but that's that simple, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Now, for those that have seen these kind of trainings before with me, Jamie and Noemi and so forth, today is very different because we take a very different approach because 2026 is very different. How do you persuade people to give their phone details and keep getting names and fake numbers? Well, in fact, today, you can actually do it without asking for phone numbers if you want to. But to be honest, in 15 years, I've never had a challenge getting people's phone numbers, to be honest. I've never had that problem. So maybe it's something in the wording of the event or something like that. But thanks for bringing that up because I will touch on that when we get to that point. Yeah, awesome. So what do you need for the 30-day blitz and to actually get the 5-10 clients from what I'm sharing with you today is on the screen. So number one, you need your own personal Facebook account. For those who's hungry, who would like at least 10 clients in the next 30 days? Minimum. My suggestion is all business owners, in fact, everybody, VAs, Jamie, Carlos, everybody. I believe everyone in 2026, no matter who you are, if you're growing a pipeline, should have 2 Facebook accounts. Why? Who knows when Facebook's going to delete your account or gets hacked or something happens. Facebook's just, yeah. So I have a prime account and I have a backup account. I lost my original account 13 years got hacked, lost it, linked to 1.9 million my groups of pages, started again. That is now 3 years old, but Facebook removed it twice last year. So I have a backup account. Now, here's the other reason why it's great to have a backup account is because you can now have 10,000 people in your pipeline instead of 5,000 that you can control. So at least one Facebook account, but I encourage everyone has 2. Number 2, you need a Facebook group. If you're a business owner, you need a public Facebook group. I'll touch on that shortly, that you're growing. Now, obviously, Surge team, our team, or the VAs, you're inviting to our groups or your client's group. Now, this is the one that's going to trigger some people. Okay. 10 posts a day on Facebook. 10 posts a day on Facebook. Okay. Now, here's the thing about Facebook right now. If I have 5,000 friends on my Facebook, which I do, and I do a post, on average, what percentage of my friends list see that post? Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Between 1 and 5%. Between 1 and 5%. So mathematically, if I wanted 100% to see it, what's 100% divided by 5? That's 25 posts a day. That's a ridiculous amount, right? Now, you might get some that get more. You might get some that get less. So almost every seven-figure earner in business will now tell you to do at least 10 posts a day. In fact, we're talking about Facebook in particular here, right? Okay. Now, for the last 14 years, Jamie, how many posts a day have we been teaching our clients? You know, because you've been teaching the clients. How many posts per day for 14 years? 4. Okay, but everything's changed in 25. Now you might be thinking that's too much. Well, how's it too much if no one's seeing it? Okay. Well, doesn't that get me blacklisted or doesn't that negatively impact the algorithm? How? Facebook doesn't, um, it doesn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Facebook wants you to spend more time on Facebook, posting more volume, quantity, as well as quality, because you don't have to sacrifice, because it draws more people to it. Okay, does that make sense? So you don't get what's it called? Not blacklisted. Facebook shadow banned. Facebook does not shadow ban for volume. It does not. It shadow bans for context, content, and sensitive topics that go against community standards. I started posting about Donald Trump last year. All of a sudden, I got no likes or anything. It's like, oh, okay, Facebook doesn't like Donald Trump. So I stopped, right? So you want to be doing 10 posts a day. If you look at 8-figure earners, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, these guys, do you know how many posts they recommend a day? 100. Now, even the guys that I know that are doing 7 figures that used to say only 3 or 4 times a week are now saying 3 or 4 times a day. Quantity and volume is your friend. You need to be posting on Facebook every 2 hours. Now, you might be thinking, well, I'm going to bother people. How? If only a small percentage of your followers and people are seeing anyway. I'm going to show you how to create more viral content. You know, I've had 2 videos in last week alone get 200,000 views. I'm going to show you how we do that and how to create content that adds value that makes people want to watch it and diverse because there's different types of posts. We've got reels, lives, questions, we've got thread posts, we've got blog posts, we've got images, we've got social proof. I'm going to share with you how to do that. Now you might be thinking, I don't have time to do 10 posts. 10 posts a day take less than an hour. Okay. I'm also going to teach you how to do those posts in a way that actually get clients because what do most people do when they go live, Jeff? People go live and go, hey, I just want to, hey, lovers, hey, everybody, hope you had a great year. Want to share this thing with you. They don't know how to create content that actually gets clients. I'm going to share that with you today. 10 posts a day, guys. So I do 12 pieces of content every day. I'm going to share that with you shortly. A live event. Now, if you're triggered by that, if you have limiting beliefs around that, if you have any issues around that mentally, then that's a projection. It's not going to hurt you posting more because if you want to get seen more, you got to post more. And there is a lot of people like, well, shouldn't I post quality? Whether you post 2, 10, or 200 times a day, they should all be high quality. Wouldn't you agree? There's a saying in the coaching space that you give all your best stuff away for free and you sell the implementation. Facebook has changed in the last week. My rules have begun to change from landscape to portrait. Your rules should all be portrait anyway. Yeah, we're actually going to talk about each type of post and the science of it. So what I'm going to teach you today, the science and the art of creating reels, hooks, solving problems, the 3 different types of reels, calls to action. And we're going to talk about the science and art of content, blog posts, questions, what I call ChatGPT threads. We're also going to talk about how to automate it through AI and use ChatGPT to create them. And who would like me to help you actually create that content? I'm going to show you how to do that. The other thing you need is everyone needs a live event for the end of January. Most important thing is, as I mentioned, everybody's got to do 10 posts a day. Here's my suggestion for business owners, 10 posts a day, VAs or team members. So if you're Jamie, Carlos, a VA with Serge, a VA working with a client, my suggestion is 5 for you guys, is to half that, if that makes sense. 1 every 4 hours. Okay. So if you found yourself triggered by or hesitant about or anything around that 10 posts a day, you by not doing more, you're not getting more. More does equal more online. It really does. You need more volume. Volume, urgency, and consistency, right? So the one thing you each need to find a way to do is an all-in decision. 10 posts a day, an event at the end of this month, grow your social, follow the plan I'm going to give you, and it's only going to take 3 or 4 hours a day. Okay. I'm not saying it's going to take 3 or 4 hours extra a day on top of what you're doing now. In fact, if you do what I'm doing, if you did nothing else and only did what I'm about to share with you, you'd probably save time, especially for those that have a VA. Are they repeated content? We're going to go through exactly step by step. So this is what you need. This is what I'm going to go through now. Setting up your Facebook, the group, the tempo, the setting up. I'm actually going to show you how to do each of these steps now. Okay. So I want to challenge and dare each of you. Remember, this is the 30-day blitz. I don't know what your thinking is. I don't know what your thoughts are. You might even be sitting there going, there's no way I'm doing 10 posts. Well, if nothing changes, right? My challenge and invite to all of you is for 30 days, follow this 100%, and you'll all get clients. I don't see how you can not. If you don't, you won't. Definitely not as many. After 30 days, you've gone all in, you followed the blitz, you did the event, you followed it 100%. If you feel it's not for you, day 31, go back to doing whatever you're doing. When you attend a training like this, you want to be coachable and follow the recipe 100%. But when we project our own stuff onto it, we don't get the result that we could get if we were coachable and followed it 100%, right? Facebook group public. Again, we're going to talk about that in a moment. Okay. So this slide, in essence, is the main, there's two main parts of today. This is the first main part, the Facebook funnel. The Facebook funnel. So what we want to do with Facebook is use it to get in front of more of the right people to get attention so that we can nurture those people, turn them into quality leads, then appointments and then clients. Remember the traffic funnel. And again, this is for setters, this is, excuse me, for closers, this is for VAs, and this is for business owners. We get clients daily from Facebook when we follow this. We get clients daily from Facebook when we follow this. Who would like to sign clients every day from Facebook? Setters, closers, business owners, coaches. Yeah, if you follow this 100% within a month or two, because what happens online, it compounds, doesn't it? Imagine if you did a Facebook Live every day for 30 days. What's going to happen in a week? More people will come to it. Jeff, if you committed to a Facebook Live 6 p.m. every night for the next 30 nights and everybody knew that, people come the first night, 2 people show up. You let them know you're doing this one tomorrow night, 4 people show up. What happens by the end? You've got this compounding growth. The key to success on social media is compounding growth. And the key to content, if you look at the big content creators on Instagram, do you know how many accounts all the big guys use on Instagram? Minimum 10. 10, 20, up to 100 accounts. So if you look at these people like Grant Cardone, these guys are pushing out 100 or 200 pieces of content. You need more volume, guys, organically. The key to organic is volume. No one's doing enough. Yeah. So here is the Facebook funnel in a nutshell that when used properly can get your clients every day. Step 1 is you want to create a Facebook public group. Now, for a lot of you, this is revision, but for those that have never seen this training, I just want to really quickly show what I mean. So the first thing you want to do as a business owner is once you've got your profile set up, is you want to create a public community Facebook group. I'm not going to spend much time on this because I've done heaps of trainings on this. I've got trainings all over YouTube, Mastermind, everywhere for this. So really quickly, for those who haven't seen this training, what you want to do is, in order to get in front of more of the right people, you need a top of the funnel to attract quantity and large amounts of your audience and your avatar. So for us, our core avatar is online coaches and agency owners. We work with coaches and agency owners to step 1, get to 20,000 months, step 2, get to 100K months in numerous ways. Very simple. That's our funnel. So I created a group that's not linked to my face, our brand, Surge Business. It has a sense of neutrality. It's a community. If I have 2 groups, Jeff, one's called Business Tips for Coaches, and the other one's one you see on the screen, Coaches and Agency Owners, which one are more people likely to join? This one. Because people don't want to feel like they're going to go to a group where people are going to try and tell them what to do. They want a sense of neutrality and equality. So you want to create a public community group, and you can refine it in a certain way that boosts on the search engine. So we have the micro part of socials, which is the algorithm, what you post per post. What's more important is Facebook is a Google. It's a search engine. So you can do what we've actually done with keywords, the banner, the title, everything we've done in here to optimize the group. And you want to grow the group to get it to 2,000, 3,000 members as quickly as possible. Search engine kicks in and it grows every week. We get about 250 new members join this group every week. You can see we've got 46,300 members in here. Every group we ever build works every time. This is only a couple of years old. My last group I built to 120,000 members, someone stole it. This group here, we launched 12 months ago. We're launching a sales academy. So as of February, you can hire closers from us, trained and handpicked by me. I started building a database of closers. Some of the sales guys are in here. We launched this group for salespeople, high-ticket closers, 12,300 members in 1 year. We get 1,000 new members every month joining. Okay. So you want to have a public community group for your avatar. If you work with business coaches, easy. Work with personal trainers, easy. Okay. So you've got to get very clear on who your avatar and audience is. By the way, anyone has any questions, post them in the chat. Happy to answer them live. So you want to have a public group. I have many accounts, but still unsure of what works. Page group. Again, this is a public group. 2 Facebook profiles, 1 public group. That's all you need. You use the 2 Facebook profiles to build the group. So step 1, everybody needs a public Facebook group. After this call, if you want to message me, ask me any questions about the group, happy to do that. How do we grow the group? Very simple, very boring, very archaic, is you can send 25 friend requests on each profile a day that fit your avatar. So if I have 2 Facebook profiles, I work with business coaches. I can send 50 Facebook friend requests a day to business coaches. I do not accept friend requests from people I don't know or that are trying to prospect me. I want 5,000 people, I recommend everybody, because all of us have a personal Facebook profile that our parents and kids and that are on. Oh, that's another reason why I recommend a second one. So you can have one account just with 5,000 people that fit your avatar and get them into the group. Doesn't matter on how fast you add people. Yeah, that's a very good question. So it depends on your account. So there is all accounts have a health score, right, out of 10. So a new account, you can only probably send 5 at a time. And when you create a new account, you don't want to send any friend requests for the first 48 hours because you need to create a healthy account and nurture an account. When you launch a new TikTok, Instagram, Facebook account, there's the process to it. If you go to YouTube, you can find a process. There's heaps of videos on it. VAs know me. When they create 2 or 3 accounts in one go and they start spamming it, they get restricted because it thinks it's a bot. So there's a way around that. For most established accounts with 1,000 or more friends, I use the rule of 10. 10 at a time, 10 posts, 10 replies, 10 DMs. This is good for your DM setters as well, the rule of 10. For a new account, the rule of 5, existing the rule of 10. 5 friend requests at a time, 5 DMs at a time. And you want to space it out a little bit, yeah. You don't need a Facebook page for this process, no. Can you have one? Of course. If you have one, great, but you don't need one. The best way to get attention organically on Facebook is a public group because it's easier to build and it's more communal, more people interact. Once you have paid ads, then that's what we want the page for. Activate the pixel for tracking, etc., optimization, link ManyChat to it, and drive traffic through ads. Organically on Facebook, a public community group is the way to go. Yeah. Might have missed it, but will there be a yep, you get access to the replay. Yep, cool. For all the questions. For your new account, do you create it using your name again? Yeah, it's a great question. So again, yes, from your personal Facebook account is your name. Same as the VAs, same as Carlos is one of our setters. He has his name. Jamie, one of our closers, has his name. I have my name. The VA has their name. Don't put the word VA or anything like that. Their name. Yeah. And I just have different profile pictures, so I know and we know. So I've got my primary account here on Explorer or whatever this E is now, and then my backups on Chrome. So I've always got them open. What do you think about companies you pay to send traffic? Again, this is organic. I wouldn't worry about that. If you do it properly, you don't need to worry about that. We do 1 hour morning, then 1 hour afternoon. Good, that works well too. Okay, now these are the restrictions that you can do. So you can send up to 49, you can invite up to 49 people a day to your Facebook group. So if you've got 2 accounts, 50 friend requests. Now, if you have VAs with us, so Megan, our VAs have 3 accounts. So Megan, you have two accounts. I know it's boring, it's okay, but you know what the awesome thing about this system? It works every time, over time. Imagine, Megan, you got two accounts, VA has three accounts, you have five accounts. 150 friend requests a day to your avatar. You can invite several hundred to the group. Your group is going to blow up. Search engine kicks in, takes off every time. It works 100% of the time. Your personal page, I think do you mean your personal profile? You have a Facebook profile and a public group. That's all you need. Forget about everything else for the next 2 days. Forget about everything else for this system. Yeah. Well, just happened with that. Let me fix that. So my slides just went crazy. Okay. So have a Facebook group, have your two accounts, 25 friend requests a day, invite 49 to the group. Then we post 10 posts per day. And I'm going to talk more in depth about them next. It's going to be the main part of today because I'm going to show you what to post, when to post, how to post to actually get clients. Would you guys like that? Yeah, because I guarantee no one's doing it. That's why you're not getting clients. How many clients you got in the last 30 days from Facebook? It's because you're not doing what I'm showing you right now. And it works every time. Now, some of you are probably better at having conversations, booking appointments. Some of you are probably better at delivering events and selling. Some of you are probably better at selling on appointments. But if you're terrible and you're getting 10 or 15 appointments a week, sooner or later someone's going to buy, right? Especially if you're good at the technical elements of what you're an expert at, right? 10 posts a day. Where do you post that? So your Facebook profile and your group. Okay, so you go on my personal profile, my group, nice and easy. Now, this is what's really important. Those pieces of content will have a call to action, which I'll teach you and show you in a moment. And again, Jamie and Tony, for you guys and knowing me that have seen this training before, these 10 posts are really the main part of today. That's the newest part for everyone that's here today. Could you use a VA for this? 100% Carlos. In fact, I'm going to share with everyone how to have and what to have the VA do when we go through this. So the VA can help with all of this, but here's something really important. VAs cannot log into your personal Facebook profiles. Facebook will delete your account if they find out. So VAs need to have their own accounts. All of our Surge team members have their own accounts. Carlos, you'll have 3 of your own accounts, right? Noemi will have, well, she doesn't, Jen needs 1. The VA's trainer will have 3 of her own accounts. What you need to do is everyone that interacts on your posts, someone just likes your post, you DM them and you message them. And I'm going to show you how to do that. You invite everyone to an event you do at the end of the month, and you invite everyone to a call. So we're going to have 2 calls to action on content, which is to jump on a call or to join the event. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to do this now, but that is the checklist that you want to do every day. It's quite simple. Man, I just did it again. I don't know what did that. I think it's my mouse. Sorry about that. My mouse is like clicking it. So that's the Facebook funnel. Okay, we're going to talk about setting up your event for the end of January, and then we're going to talk about the content. Okay, we're going to go deep in the content. We're going to spend about half an hour on the content creation because that's the main part of today. Okay. Yeah, correct. So Lara, you have 10 pieces of content, they go everywhere, which is what we call omnipresence. So Lara, we do 10 pieces of content, which we'll go through in a moment so everybody knows what they're doing when they're doing. In fact, what I'm going to do in the Facebook group, guys, who would like me to help you with your daily content every day? We've got a Facebook group we're going to work with together after this. Because what I'm showing you to do is what we personally do, but this is only one strategy, guys, of many. It's just the simplest, the one that works every time, and the one that you have the most control over. It takes the least amount of time, the highest return on investment, and it works every time if you just simply do the work, right? Ads don't always work, websites don't always work, referral, this works every time. If you do it, every time without fail. Never seen it not work. You follow it for 90 days, you can't not get clients pretty much daily. It's not possible. So what you all want to do is for the last week of January, you want to, as soon as possible, set up an event. Okay, so you want to set up an event for the last week of January that is a fairly broad event that helps your audience. So what we need to do here is decide on an event. My suggestion is a webinar. A webinar, 30-45-minute webinar, and then you pitch at the end. That's my suggestion. Keep it a short, sweet webinar. Get everyone on your Zoom. You pitch at the end and follow everyone up for an appointment, right? So remember Jamie and Tonya, we used to teach, and those in the business coaching program, we used to teach an event every 2 weeks. We only do events. We're suggesting 1 a month now for you guys. 1 event a month, more content, so more micro, but less macro. So we've got a whole month to funnel 50, 100, 200 people into the event. So we sell more on the webinar, right? So my suggestion is that everyone sets up a webinar for the last week of January. I'll give you an outline how to do that shortly. Here's how I would suggest you do it. So let's say that that we do business coaching for coaches, which we do. Our core offer is the 20K Accelerator program, where we have a program that you can join, where we show you step by step how to build to 20K months. What does it make sense for my webinar, the first webinar of the year, to be for this processor? I'm going to do a webinar, how to build 20K months in 2026 for coaches and agency owners. Very simple. So quick question to all of you business owners, what's your core offer and who do you help? And we want to get a name for your webinar. We can set that up. Can I have my CTA for event to attract you? We're going to talk about CTA shortly on the next slide. Other posts, we already did that. Could use, yes, yeah. Cool. So, by the way, you might already have an event for this year set up. That's fine. I would still set up an additional event for the end of January. So if you were to set up a webinar for your audience to help them solve a problem and get what they want that you specialize in, that is your core offer, what would that be? How to build to 20K a month for business coaches. How to lose 30 kilos for dads. How to lose 20 kilos for women going through menopause. How to heal childhood trauma in 6 months, whatever it might be. What is your core offer, the main problem you solve, the main goal you help your audience achieve? Everyone stuck? Everyone got ideas? Do you want to share? Remember the webinar or the live, you can call it whatever you want. Webinar, web class, live training, masterclass, workshop, Zoom coffee club, we call it whatever you want. It's a group Zoom call where you get everyone that interacts throughout the month, funnel them into one place, you sell to a group, follow them up to book them in for a one-on-one call. It's the best thing you can do ultimately macro-wise with your Facebook. Okay, no questions? No one wants to share? All right, cool. So we want to set up a webinar for the last week of January, the Wednesday, Thursday evening, 6, 7, 8 p.m. your time, probably 6, 7 p.m. your time. Okay. Now to do that, you got a couple of options. Number one, you can do it basically through Zoom, nice and easy. Always collect phone numbers, always ask for phone numbers. Okay. And make it required. If you're having issues collecting phone numbers or real phone numbers, it's probably your audience more than anything. And it's probably how you're finding that audience. Because to be honest, I've never really had a huge issue. We collect phone numbers and everything because we want to be able to ring people afterwards. Complete transparency, we have Seven and Craig who are on this call. They're going to be ringing people on Monday to see how you enjoyed the workshop. For those that missed it, send them the replay, give them access to it, and to actually help you guys get access to the planner and everything. And also, as a thank you, offer you a call. That's completely up to you. It's optional. But imagine if you had that in place as well. The better way to do it, which is what we do, is we use GoHelloable, because when people register on a GoHelloable, it plugs them into an automatic SMS and email sequence. They get SMS reminders. They get plugged into the email sequence where they're offered strategy calls and so forth after the event. But imagine this. Imagine, let's go, Jill, imagine this. Imagine before you jumped on a sales call with someone. Imagine, Jill, someone joined your group, was watching your daily content. They attended your free event, and then you did a sales call with them. What's your conversion rate going to be? Incredibly high. Now, for the Search Institute team and the growth team, it's easy for you because you're just going to funnel them into our event. We actually have a system, business owners, where if our team invite people to an event, they get the commissions or the bonuses, the appointments, or whatever it is. So we have this overall team system as well. Can you put them in a WhatsApp group? You can put them in whatever the heck kind of group you want. That's actually the next thing here. What you want to do is you want to funnel everyone into a community group. Okay. So you can use something like School. We use Mighty Networks. You can use a WhatsApp group if you want. For this event, we have a Facebook group. I'll just show you now. Can you guys see my screen? So this Facebook group here is where we're going to communicate after this call. I'm going to put the planner, I'm going to put the replay, I'm going to put the free offers, I'm going to put appointment settings, sales scripts, all heaps of stuff in there. If you're not in that group yet, click the link I just posted in the Zoom and you can join that group. But you want to funnel everyone in the community. If you use a landing page like in GoHelloable, then you can automate the process and people can automatically join. Okay, because the other thing is that whenever I have an event, I promote the next event. So shortly, I'm going to share with you another event I'm doing in a few weeks that's going to help you even further. I'll share that shortly. Then we want to keep the ball rolling, keep that going. Yeah. If you're not in this Facebook group yet, we're going to use this group after this call to communicate. I'm going to post the replay in here. The plan is in here. I'm going to be sharing my stuff every day in here, posting ideas in here, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you join the group. But essentially, to answer Jeff's question, it doesn't matter what the community is. It's as long as it's communal, people can interact. In regards to the delivery and the structure of the webinar, I'm not going to spend much time on it. 30 to 45 minutes is plenty of time. Okay. Have some slides, but keep them pretty brief, not too much text, not too long. Pitching your offer. Okay. I'm not going to get into details of how to do that. We have trainings on how to do that. But I will say this, just pitch. Now, when you sell your offer, we use a pitch deck. You always want to show your offer. So if you're selling your service in a one-on-one call, you should have what we call a pitch deck, a slideshow to show them. So for those of you like Jill, where you had your coach help you set that up, you just put that at the end of your slides in your webinar. That's it. You just use that. There's 4 slides, remember? The name or the logo, what you get, the outline, and then the pricing options. That's it. Keep it really simple. The most important part of the event is this. Some of you will do a webinar and get 5 people rocking up. Do it anyway because you'll record it, upload it to YouTube, and it becomes this evergreen piece of content that people can watch forever. But here's the cool thing. If you get 50 registered and only 5 show up, what is the primary intention of the webinar? It's actually to generate leads. Now, if you can get more people showing up, you can pitch on the webinar, but it doesn't matter if people purchase or not. Because after the webinar, you or your team, and if you have VAs with us, this is what they do really well. They can DM those people or ring those people, follow those people up, thank them, and offer them a call. Okay. So in a nutshell, without this event in the last week of January, this whole system won't work that well. Because if you do it properly, you should sign 2 to 5 clients in your webinar. Okay. So if you do this in the right way, you should book 20 to 30 appointments and make a couple of sales in the webinar. And very easily, with a small following, sign 5 to 10 clients in the next 30 days if you followed it 100%. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not good at webinars. No one shows up at webinars. You might think about all the issues or the phone numbers or whatever, but you just follow the strategy. You follow the process anyway. Any questions on the event? Making good time. We're on time. Got 45 minutes left. Who's ready for the most advanced, in-depth part where we talk about the 10 pieces of content, the science and the art of them, and how to create them and what to do when? You guys ready for that? This is the main part of today. Okay, I've given you the funnel, the setup, and everything. Yeah. So I'm actually doing 12 pieces of content a day because Georgia and I are doing some content. We're doing some jokes and some satire, which I'll talk about. Here is what I suggest everyone here does. 2 questions a day. Now, by the way, I'm going to share with you the 10 posts. Then on the next slide, I'm actually going to break them down, how to do the questions, how to do the blogs. I'm going to break it down, okay? So by the end of this, you know exactly how they all work. Didn't get a chance to do a webinar, I'm a training, so would love to get the... I don't understand the question. If you will, Jill, in the online coaching portal you have, there's a full module on how to do the webinar. You can literally follow that. Yeah. So here are the 10 pieces of content I recommend. Who here is ready to take massive action for 30 days, put your own stuff in your own mind aside, follow up for 30 days, take massive action and do this? Who's ready to do that? 10 pieces of content every day for 30 days, grow your Facebook, and a webinar at the end. Who agrees you're going to get... Guys, if you sign 1 client, how much money does that give you? If you sign 1 extra client because it's a webinar, how much does that give you? 2 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, or whatever it is, right? Now, it should be more. If you do 10 pieces of content a day over 30 days, that's 300 pieces of content. If you've got 2 profiles in a group, that's carry the one, 900 pieces of content. You have a VA, that's 1,800 pieces of content. That's got to do something, right? Yeah, forever. Nice. Yes. Awesome. So here's my suggestion. 2 questions a day. In a nutshell, you know, when you do like the question with the color background, 2 questions. Questions with the color background are great because they do get the most engagement. They get the most comments and the likes, and this gives you more people to speak to because everyone, Lara, everyone, Jeff, everyone VAs that simply likes the post will get a DM and you'll have a conversation with them. And that's what 10 posts a day does. It gives you more people to speak to online so you can book the appointments and promote the event. What are the thread posts? Yeah, awesome, brother. I'm going through it right now. 2 blog posts. Oh, so first of all, questions are great for engagement, but they're quantitative, not qualitative. I do a post, hey, I've got a free lead generation course here. Who wants it? Heaps of people say yes, lots of low quality, Africa, India, and so forth. They're great for engagement and boosting algorithms. All posts have strengths and weaknesses. Strength with a question, engagement, weakness, low quality. They also can come across very spammy. And look at my groups, there is too many of them. It's something that we need to change. Number one. Number two, blog posts. A blog post is really, if you look at it, we have short form and long form content. Question is very short form text. Blog post is long form text. We're not talking about a blog on an article website. We're just talking about a written post on Facebook. Okay. And what's really important about the blog post, it's a photo of you. Blog posts are awesome for people that like to read, and believe it or not, there's people like Jamie and I who actually enjoy reading. You can tell by Jamie's background. Yeah. And also it's a personal branding post, because personal branding matters more than ever for organic marketing in 2026. Okay. The problem is a lot of people, like Gen Z, don't like to read. They'd rather watch something. Okay. But that's fine. Number three is a thread post. So a thread post is the biggest thing online right now and the most popular. Even Russell Brunson and all those guys, Alex Hormozi, everybody's doing it right now. They're super hot. The guys making the most money organically are the ones doing these thread posts. And the post is use a colored background, say, here's 5 ways to get clients in 2026. And then below that, you put the 5 steps in individual comments below it. Have you guys been seeing it? You've probably been seeing those as well. They are the hottest posts on Facebook for organic marketing right now. Because the awesome thing is, because you don't want to put links in your post, right? So you can put the links to your appointment or your event or whatever in it. Those thread posts are super hot and the hottest thing online right now. Number 4 is Reels. Ideally, we want to keep the Reels under 60 seconds. Now, the thread posts are great because they're also great for engagement. But again, too many of them can be a bit spammy. Also, high volume, low quality. Reels on Instagram and TikTok, super hot. Not quite as hot on Facebook, but they do have a place. The good thing about Reels, if you do it in the right way, people love to be entertained. If you use stories, can get you a lot of attention. Reels are great for capturing attention, okay, for people that have a short attention span. And they're great for adding quality and actually connecting with your audience so they can see and hear you and hear your voice. They're more emotionalized and personalized. Where are the thread posts? We're going to get to that. We're going to go to that next slide. Okay. First, I'm just sharing it with you, and then I'm going to go through exactly how to do all this on the next slide. Yeah. The next one is the next one is a Facebook Live. We all know going live. So Reels need to be under 2 minutes because of stories, but ideally you want to keep them under 60 seconds. Anything over 60 seconds, if you share your reel to stories, everything should go to stories, by the way. Stories are super hot on Facebook, by the way. Under 60 seconds reels. Facebook Lives under 10 minutes. There's a few different reasons. Facebook Lives are the best thing you can all be doing right now. If you all just did a Facebook Live in the next 30 days with a call to action and did nothing else, you're all going to get clients. I can't tell you how powerful. Facebook Lives, the number one post Facebook likes is Facebook Lives because it brings people to the platform. Okay. Now, the Facebook Live is the best way to build a relationship, to build community, prove to people you can actually help them by helping them. They are the most qualitative, high substance, most valuable pieces of content you can put on Facebook. Okay. Now, the best thing you can do with Facebook Lives is to commit to go live every day for the next 30 days and do it at the set time. So, Jeff, you might go live 7 p.m. on Monday. You let everyone know you're going live 7 p.m. on your wall. Now, what you can do is you can go live on multiple devices if you wanted to. Do I go live on my profile or group? I recommend starting in your profile. If your group's got more interaction, do that. But you know what I do? See this tripod here? See, I got this little tripod here. I put it behind my laptop. I go live on one profile on my laptop and live on my other with the tripod. If I wanted to, I can get my iPad and I can go live on 3. So you could do that if you want to as well. And the final post is a social proof post. Now, just really quickly about social proof. What if I've got no clients? Well, a proof post is proof that you can get a result or you can help people. If I'm in business and I'm just starting out, let's go another way. Let's say that I'm a fitness and nutrition coach. I don't have any clients or testimonials, but we use keto. I can go and grab famous people, celebrities, well-known people, and share their stories elegantly and ethically. So you can use other people's stories. You can use proof for yourself. It could be a small win of yourself, but sharing wins. You need social proof or proof posts. If anything, there should be more social proof. Facebook Live's 8 a.m., 8 p.m. So pick up, yep, perfect. Facebook Live better than Instagram. Again, Jill, right now we're only talking about Facebook. In fact, I encourage all of you to ditch everything but Facebook for the next 30 days. Have the VA take care of that. I'm on Facebook. My team do everything else. I would forget Instagram, forget TikTok. For the next 30 days, just do everything and anything on Facebook. However, for those of you that have VAs with us that want to go the extra mile, have your VAs take this content, put it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever else you want it to go. As the business owner, focus next 30 days just on Facebook. Facebook organically is the best and the fastest way to get clients. It is. You can grow your group by 200 people controllable, because on Instagram and TikTok, you're crossing your fingers hoping you'll go viral and so forth as well. Facebook is the most controllable platform to get clients in the beginning. It's also the one you can create a funnel on. Yeah, cool. So these are the posts. Let's talk about the science of it. This slide here is the most in-depth advanced slide. You're all going to learn more from this slide, including Jamie and Noni, than all the other slides combined. This is the main part of today, the science and the art of content creation. The challenge is I've been testing and measuring everything you'd imagine with content creation to get clients. There's a lot of people more viral than me out there, but they're not getting clients every day from Facebook when they're in full swing. They're not. So let's talk about the science and the art of content creation. And I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about each of the type of posts so everyone's clear on how to do them. Before I talk about the content, if you don't do these couple of things first, it's not going to matter. Number one, focus is your superpower. The first thing you all really need to do, even if you think it's already refined, is redo it for 2026. You got to get very clear on who your avatar is. Your avatar is not your niche or niche. Your avatar is your dream client. So Megan, if you have one client paying you $1 million a year, not bad. Who is that person? Okay, and they need to have a caricature. So they've got Tom. I've got Tom. He's 35. He's a business coach, making 200,000 a year. He's based in Melbourne. He's married. He's got 2 kids. They're 13 and 16. Okay, etc., etc. What are the problems keeping away? I need to get very clear. I have an avatar worksheet that you can all use. I'll put it in the group afterwards. You can use that. You need to work out who is your dream client, where are they based, what's their income, what do they do for a living or business. Now, if your avatar is men, does it mean you don't work with women, Jeff? Of course not. But your content is aimed towards men. Now, here's something really important about your avatar. When you're creating content with your messaging, it must be targeted always at your avatar. If your avatar is men, all your content's for men. Now, it doesn't mean you don't work with women. If a woman comes to you, say, yeah, we work with women, of course. But you got to really, I don't usually like to say this, but you got to niche down on your avatar, not your niche itself. You actually want to niche up, but you got to get very clear on who your avatar is and the problems you're helping them solve. Okay. The way we do that is we work out our 3 core message pillars. So if I'm a business coach, my 3 core message pillars might be sales, marketing, and SOPs. So all of my content is going to be for male business coaches based in Australia to help them solve their marketing, sales, and SOP problems. Does that make sense? In a nutshell, it's deeper than that, but that's what we need to do. You got to get very clear. Someone like Jill, I guarantee your avatar is not refined, which is probably why you're getting people that are giving you funny numbers. I'm not having go at anyone. You just got to sit back, take a moment to really refine it, just nail it. Remember, there's no right or wrong as well. It's about getting very clear. Bonus training, you are your avatar, right? I'm a 46-year-old man. Imagine I start doing content for teenage girls. First of all, it's probably going to come across in a certain way, not well received. Second of all, teenage girls are not going to relate to me. If you're an empty nester single mom, then your target market should be empty nester single moms. So just remember, you are by default, you're going to attract who you are. I'm a masculine, assertive guy, which is interesting because a lot of our clients are empathic women, 80% of them, because of our VA business. It's the VAs that have attracted those people in our service, not me, which is why a lot of, I'm going to say it, a lot of empathic women that are in their feminine that might have trauma, sometimes I trigger them, or often I trigger them. So you've got to understand who your audience is, right? Get very clear on that. Any questions around that? Is anyone uncertain about their avatar? Because I'll be honest with you, if you do 10 pieces of content and you're messaging in your avatar as offers, you're not going to appeal to the right people, right? So if you're Gen Z, your avatar's Gen Z. If you're a man, your avatar is a man. If you're a mum, your avatar is a mum. If that's not the case, then you might need to review that and not project, well, this is it doesn't matter what you want. Okay. Like, for example, when you name your webinar, Megan, what's more important, what you want to call it or how it's going to be received by your audience? So forget about your stuff and think about how you're going to be received by the audience. That's what's really important. Okay. So now with content, let's get to the science and the art. Well, that's the art of it. Let's talk about the science of it. Number one, there's three main types of content, especially for reels and for video content or for long form. So reels are short form video, lives are long form video, questions are short form, blog posts are long form. Okay. We have value posts, connection posts, and proof posts. One of the most important things, the only thing not as important, the only thing more important than this is the avatar. The next most important thing is that you rotate different types of content to fall into the three categories. If all of my content, Jeff, is just me giving people tips, people are going to get over it. If all of my content is just showing behind the scenes personal stuff and how I feel, people are going to get over it. If all I'm doing is social proof, it's not going to add any value. You've got to alternate, especially your long form content, between value, connection, and proof. Value, you're always helping people solve a problem or get what they want. In fact, for your content where you're adding value, the body of your video or blog or reel or live is the problem you're helping solve and how to solve it. So in the value posts, in the value videos and reels, you give people a strategy to solve the problem. You're struggling to generate leads? Here's one strategy you can go and do now. So you're giving people value to go and implement it to get a result, and they can come back to you. So when you get on a call with them, you've already helped them, right? That makes sense. Connection posts are showing people that you're a real person. And this is what was one of my weaknesses, especially recently when I was unwell. When you're unwell, it's a bit difficult to do content showing what's going on behind the scenes because you're in bed or unwell, right? Also, you look like shit and you don't want to do videos. But there needs to be, I mean, Jamie and Tony, this is a great one for you. You guys have kids, you're in a family. People need to see those family situations, those real life family situations. Yeah. And the proof can be social proof. It could be testimonials of clients, could be your wins. Now, here's the thing. If you're a new business owner and you don't have any clients, and you haven't had any wins yourself, go and find other people that use your philosophies and share theirs. So you don't need proof right now, even if you're new. Okay. Is it okay, valuable? No, these are 10 new posts every day. 10 new posts every day. Yeah. I wouldn't reuse or anything for this next 30 days. No, I'm doing new content every day because what's relevant, what's hot topic, what's going on as well. Okay. Now you can talk about what's relevant. You know, there's all the stuff that's happening in America with the Somali stuff and that's going on. You can talk politically stuff. But here's the thing, when you start talking about politics or religion or stuff that's in the news or stuff that maybe the fight that Andrew Tate was just in or the Paul brothers or whatever you talk about, it needs to be relevant to your audience. I love hip hop. I love gangster rap, right? Depending on my message and depending on my audience, depending on what I'm doing, talking about that might not resonate with anybody, right? So you've got to choose methodically based on your audience. What are the topics your audience does like? And that would fall into connection as well. Especially for video, but also written posts, one of the best things you can do is understand we want to educate people. But who here has noticed that when you do value posts, it doesn't get as many views as when you do, funny posts or whatever, humor. People go to social media, number one, on Facebook in particular, to interact with friends and family. Number two, to be entertained. Number three, to be educated. So the best thing that you can begin to do with content is become a storyteller, is to become a storyteller. And in all long form posts, blog posts, written posts, short form reels, videos or lives, use stories, metaphors, and anecdotes. What I actually did is I actually made a list of 30 of my personal experiences the other day. and I choose which one I want to use, and then I tie it in with the call to action or the message or whatever from there. So I'll give you an example. If you have a look at my wall, we go to my profile here. Can you guys see my screen? We're on time. We're making good time. We'll be done in 25, 30. Is my right one? Yeah. If you go to my wall here, first of all, here's a blog post I did. See this blog post I did yesterday? So this is a blog post. And the hook is, I was so high on weed once that I generally thought I was being attacked by aliens. This is a post for business owners, right? And here's me talking about how, it was laced with angel dust. And then because what happens is I quit heroin and I put off smoking pot. And then, the whole message was us as humans wait till it's too late or till there's too much pain before we make a decision. We wake up with a heart attack or in a hospital or borderline bankrupt, right? And I've actually used it and segued into promoting this freaking workshop, Carlos, in a way that makes sense. So you want to be remembering that facts tell and stories sell. Always be using stories. If you go to my reels, here's my reels. This one here, if you look at the hook is on here's a real version of it. I was so high on weed. That's what you see in the screenshot. There's a real version. Here's another one. This one is I was going to end it. And the story is how I was homeless and I was going to slit my wrist and end it. And guess what I promoted in it? This workshop. Now, here is a great message in this as well. When you let your mess be your message, people will resonate and relate more as well. Okay. So you want to use stories. Now, it doesn't have to be drugs and suicidal stories, but those stories are relatable to our current audience, right? So that makes sense. So you want to be using stories, and edutainment is when you educate people through entertainment. Okay. So the body of all of your content, you're solving a problem or helping people get something. Okay. So you're helping people generate leads or get sales or get clients, heal that trauma, lose that weight, go on and on and on and on. Okay. That's why we have the 3 core message pillars. In fact, it always revolves around the 3 core message pillars. Let's open up the chat box here as well. Is this interesting, by the way? Is this helping? Is this useful, guys? Yes? No? Maybe? All right, cool. So if you look at a reel, okay, there's 3 main parts to a reel. In fact, there's 3 main parts to all pieces of content. We have the hook, okay? The hook is how you capture people's attention. You've got 1 to 3 seconds. We have a visual hook, we have a verbal hook, and we have a text hook, okay? So if we look at a reel, I can have text on the screen. If you go to like my reels, you can see there's text on the screen. There's visual hooks you can use, like location or props or so forth, which you'll see us more using, or a text hook, okay? Something that captures the attention of your audience, okay? So with our hooks, what you want to get very good at is using ChatGPT to ask to create a hook, okay? So let's say, for example, I'm going to talk more about ChatGPT shortly. Let's say that I'm doing a reel on how to generate 50 leads a week. Can you guys see my ChatGPT? Yeah. I need a powerful hook to evoke pain and make people watch it. All right, I might just start with that, right? And now ChatGPT will actually bring up a whole heap of real hooks. Some will suck one bit. So hook is how you hook people's attention so they continue to watch the reel, continue to watch the live. Facebook lives, people do it all the time. People suck on videos. You know how people start on their lives and reels? They go, people pause on lives or they go live or they hit record on the reel and they're like, hey, people already scrolled. Because people are scrolling, aren't they? They're scrolling, they're scrolling, they're scrolling. That first sentence is everything. Okay. Okay, so here's some good text hooks, right? Okay. Now, the best thing you can do with a hook is one of 2 things. Trigger pain or trigger emotion. Sorry, trigger ego. You trigger pain or you trigger emotion. All right. You trigger pain. Sorry, guys. You trigger pain or you trigger ego. You trigger pain, evoke pain, because people make decisions when they experience pain. That's when they go, oh, I need to make it. Every life-changing decision you've ever made, all of you, in any way, shape, or form, that was significant was because you felt pain. When an obese person experiences more pain in their current situation and body and life than the pain of the journey they must embark upon lose weight, they decide to lose weight. They decide to quit the drugs. They decide to quit smoking. They decide to, we can go on and on and on. Your hook should evoke pain or trigger ego. What do I mean by trigger ego? It could be polarizing. If it doesn't trigger you, it doesn't change you. Yeah. Okay. We're going to talk a bit more about ChatGPT shortly. So you're going to get very good at creating a hook. Your hook for your blog posts, or your hook for your reel, or your hook for your live. Now, your Facebook Live, what a lot of people do is they're going live for 10 minutes and they're very lazy in the beginning. Don't pause, don't wait for people to jump on, get straight in. Never go live, never do a reel, never do a blog post without plugging your hook into ChatGPT, asking for feedback, ask it to create pain, ask it to trigger ego, and you're like, damn, right? It'll actually make a list of them. You can create a library for them as well. Who would like me to help you create some hooks in the next few days? I'm going to help you guys. In fact, I'm going to put together a list of all different hooks for fitness, nutrition, business, and so forth for you guys to use. Would you like that? I'm going to create a hook library for you guys. I'm going to put it in the group in the next day or so. Okay, would you like that? You guys want to start studying hooks? Go to YouTube. Type in hooks for business coaches, hooks for fitness. Go and study viral reels. What were the words? What were the hooks? What were the visual hooks? What did they do with their phone? How did they move? What movement was there? Because that's just the verbal as well. Start using hooks. Okay, start studying hooks. Start plugging them into ChatGPT and brainstorm with them in there. Okay, because people are scrolling, people are scrolling, people are scrolling. Most of your hooks suck. If your hook doesn't trigger emotion or ego, they're going to keep scrolling. Yeah. So we have the hook, then we have to capture their attention, then we have the body where we're helping them solve a problem and get what they want. We're actually giving them strategy. And then we have a call to action or CTA. Now, this is mainly, especially for a value post. A connection and proof post might be a little bit different. Okay. But you still have the hook, the body, and the call to action. The most important part of the content is the hook. Because if the hook doesn't work, they're not going to get to the call to action, Carlos. The hook, then the body, and then we have the call to action. CTAs. You need to have a call to action in all pieces of content. Short form content has one call to action, long form has two. So question should have one CTA. Blog post has two CTAs. Thread post can have two CTAs. Reels, one. Lives, two. So every piece of content for now has one call to action. Now, for the next 30 days, you're all only going to use two CTAs for every piece of content. Who knows what the two calls to action are that you can and what are the two calls to action? This 30-day blitz is focused on two things. One, booking appointments and promoting your event. So everybody is going to use a call to action for your free call. What does everyone call your free call? Strategy call, discovery call, consult? Yeah, Megan, book a call, sign up an event. Book a call, sign up event. So let's say that we're going to focus on promoting strategy calls to sell our 20K accelerator. Yep. I might have a hook. Why, as a business coach, your marketing sucks and how to generate 30 leads per week. And then I give a strategy that might be, say, the Facebook funnel. And at the end, if you want to jump on a quick call to see how we can create a personalized plan for you, comment plan below. Or I have a free event coming up where I share with you exactly how to generate 30 leads. Comment below for more info. So your calls to action for every type of post is you ask people to comment a keyword below. Comment info below, comment training below, comment 69 below, throw in a hashtag, comment hashtag I'm in below. Yeah. And now you and or your VA can reach out to those people and DM those people. And you can send them the link to join the event, send them the link to your calendar, book them in for calendar, whatever it might be. So calls to action. I would do the same. I would do the same with ChatGPT. Do not post anything anymore without running it through ChatGPT. How can I make it better? How can I make it more emotional? How can I trigger ego? How can I trigger pain? Learn about prompting to create better hooks. Learn about prompting to feed your content into ChatGPT to make it better first. Because I mean this with respect, most of you suck at this. And I mean that with the utmost respect, and that's okay. Because it takes months or years to learn this, to nail this, and to really get it cranking. To create hooks, body of content, calls to action that actually get you clients daily takes time to learn. It really does. So in the meantime, learn from me, research hooks and calls to action and viral content on YouTube and socials and TikTok, especially YouTube, and feed everything through ChatGPT. VAs, you should be every hook, test it through ChatGPT, every call to action. I do even now, guys. Because once you do, you know you can ask ChatGPT, you can create a prompt. Jamie will know this. Do you know you can prompt ChatGPT, Jeff, you can say, here's the 10 basic pieces of content I want every day. 2 questions, 2 blogs, 2 reels, etc. ChatGPT at 5 a.m. every morning, Manila time. I want you to automatically create these 10 pieces of content for this avatar with these 3 core message pillars, promoting this event and this appointment. And 5 a.m. every morning, Jeff, ChatGPT will create all those posts for you. We can copy and paste, maybe just edit them if you want. You can autopilot this through ChatGPT. I'm not going to show you how now, but you can. The whole thing. What did I miss there, Sarah? I missed the what are you laughing at? Did we say, can you post that prompt? Oh, what was the prompt? Oh, yeah. By the way, all of the stuff I'm sharing with you today over the next few days, we're going to work together and I'm going to help you. Plus, I have some resources I'm going to share with you shortly. Yeah, I mean that with respect, Sarah. You guys, most of you suck at content. Would you agree, Jamie? Even my content's not that great. I'm not world class, guys, but I am very good at getting clients. So the problem is, if you look at my current socials, I was recently unwell, so I lost my momentum, but I'm about to get that back. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that with respect. You've got to study it. You've got to learn it. So give yourselves 3 to 6 months to get good. Then give yourself 1 to 3 years to become world class. It takes time. Content creation it's a whole devil, right? It's this whole thing. Yeah. Focus all your energy on Facebook for now and then expand to Instagram and TikTok later. Yeah. Next, we have the format system. So if we get a little bit deeper here, for those that want to go a little bit deeper, get more advanced, all top content creators use something called the format system. All top speakers do, coaches do, trainers do, facilitators do. It's an NLP thing as well. It's called the format system, where you share who, why, what, and how. Who is this for? Why it's important, what to do now, and how it works. I teach this in all of my in-depth trainings that we do. I'm not going to go too deep today. But a big mistake a lot of people make is, when you go live or do a reel and you say, hey, it's Jason Grossman here, you've lost them. Do you know what I mean? So always the hook first, then who is this for and who are you? Why you want to stay to the end, okay? What we're covering and how you can go off and you can apply this or use this or do this now. And of course, the CTA. So it'd be hook, format system, CTA. This should be in story format. Oh, yeah, Jamie just hit the nail on the head. A couple of things about Facebook we don't go through today. Number 1, you should all have a professional account because you can track everything and everything. Number 1. Number 2, you can, we're going to do a training on this in the future. You can make money from posting on Facebook. Did you guys know that? So once you go professional account, then go to your settings and turn on all the monetizations. I'll show everybody in about 3 or 4 weeks how to do that. You can actually make money from Facebook posting. Do you ask GPT to use the format system in creating content? Well, that's the thing, 100% you can feed it into the chat GPT. Yep. Yep. Each type of post. I think I've already gone through that enough. Reels, questions. I don't think I need to go through that more. For those that really want to create great quality, where did I put this? Oh, there it is. Cool. There's a couple of things I really want to talk about shortly. It's making sure it's on there. I don't know where you're at in your business right now, but all of you, when you can justify it financially, want to get your videos edited. So when you do your reels, they should all have subtitles, music, the hook on there, all that kind of stuff. You want to have it professionally edited. You can have one of our guys do it. You can reach out to us. We can do it for you. Don't put financial pressure on yourself, but who would agree people are more likely to watch professionally edited videos? We all do more than raw. So we want to have them professionally edited where possible. And then you'll notice what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to experiment with viral style posts with Reels. If we talk about Reels in particular, Reels on Instagram and TikTok are hot, super hot. The best piece of content you can do across the board is short form videos and turn them into stories. There's nothing better you can do across all platforms across the board to get attention, to get viral, to get clients. There is nothing better. This is the Facebook system in a nutshell. But what you all want to start getting very good at is Reels. You all want to get very, very good at doing Reels. Okay. So there's three in particular that are super hot right now that a lot of viral people are doing. You're going to see on Instagram. You're going to see me. I've already started doing some of these. I'm going to do a lot more of them. One is the clone effect, and this is what video editors can help you do. Two is the interview effect, and three is the with your partner. So I just want to show you right now on my fan page. So I've only just started building my page. I'm already getting 200,000 plus views on my videos already. My first few weeks of testing on Facebook. So again, we're just going to keep it on Facebook for now. So this is my Facebook page. This is where I've been putting everything. You can use your profile as well. Down the track, create a page for sure. It's going to go to Reels in here. So on my page, if we scroll down, see here, this reel here, it's two of me. That's called a clone effect. You're going to be seeing a lot more from me doing this clone effect, and there's different ways you can do it. A broke coach versus a rich coach, an overweight person, a healed person. This clone effect, we can just record two videos and the video editor can update it. But people down the track or people that have been doing reels for a bit want to experiment with that. You got this interview style, which is pretty popular.
Hey, what you up to? I just spent 3 hours.
Okay. So for those that have a video editor already and you want to start experimenting, because most people do reels how? They hold their phone up like this and that's fine. Just remember the text always goes at the bottom, which is cool. But also anything you do too much, people desensitize to. Do you think most viral pieces of content are people holding their own phone? Most viral pieces of content, people don't have their phone in their hand. So when you're really ready to go next level and create quality, world-class viral content, you should not be holding your own phone. Almost ever. Some is good, right? Because it's great for connection and personalizing. And so even Gary Vee recently said, I haven't held my phone for a while, right? The king of viral content and raw content. So at the moment, most of you are going to probably hold your phone or put it into a tripod like that. You're going to do most of reels like that. That's fine. And then you're going to get to a point where you hire a video editor, then you edit it. For those that are ready to go that next level, start experimenting with different effects. Which you're going to start seeing me doing a lot of this. I kick off my new plan on Monday, Jamie, which is going to be awesome. Now, here's something. Who has a partner? Who's married? Who has kids? Who has a family? Who has a wife or a husband or a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Or do you know what the hottest type of content on social media is right now in the world? Do you know what's watched more than anything else besides the dark web? We're talking about normal internet. On socials, does anybody know? It's partner and couple satire. Partner and couple satire. So Georgia and I have just done a dozen videos to start testing our content. Okay. You can see this video. See this video here? It's had 247,000 views. So that one there? 247,000 views. We did this one the other day. This one here. Where's the other one? This one's had 214,000 views. See this one here? And we're just in the back of an Uber, 214,000. This is the one we did 2 days ago. It's already had 69,000 in 2 days. I only have 1,600 followers. So for those of you that have kids or you have a partner and you want to really start getting in front of more of the right people, start doing content that is entertaining, that is satirical. Now, a lot of our stuff is dirty jokes. That's only one part. We've got a lot more. We're just experimenting. We're testing the boundaries, Jamie, and where we can post what and what we're doing. We've got our own couples accounts going. So we're testing things. Okay. But my suggestion is for those that really want to take content creation serious and you want to go that next level and get in front of more people, start involving your partner or your family or other people in your life. Start doing some humorous stuff, some entertaining. People love that shit. They absolutely love it. Now, people will come in and they won't all be your audience, but it's going to bring, like that one video I had 300 people join my page from one video. So start experimenting with that when you get to that point. No rush. Right now, do the raw reels. When you're ready, hire an editor. Once you get an editor on board and you get the hang of that, start experimenting with the other types, clone and interview. Start involving, do stuff with your clients. When's it like, for those of you who have clients, when are you doing content with your clients? Do lives with them. If they're in your vicinity, do it with them. And start doing content that's entertaining as well. Okay, because that's a type of connection post. What better way to connect with your audience than to let people see your family or your partner or the things you do or the people you associate with in real life? That is what social media is, yeah. Okay. What kind of couple content? It's really up to you. But interviews, jokes, daily interactions, etc. So I have 3 categories. We have explicit, we have relatable, and we have romantic. So we'll be sharing content that fits into those 3. So for example, we have explicit ones where we tell, like the other day I did, babe, what starts in C, ends in T, has a UN in it. It's hard on the outside and hairy, soft and sticky on the inside. Coconut, right? So the basic stuff, right? So we're doing some sexual innuendo stuff enough, but that'll only be a portion. We're going to be doing romance stuff. So we'll share date nights and romance and when we're in Thailand and travel and lifestyle. And we'll also get relatable ones. Simple things. Does anyone here use a different blanket? Who here has a partner and use different blanket? We don't sleep on the same blanket. So just simple, basic, relatable stuff. So it really comes down to what you enjoy and what you want to do, but we're going to be doing things in those 3 categories, yeah. How do you choose what is appropriate and funny? It depends on your value system, depends on your audience. For me, I like to test the boundaries. We're pretty cheeky. Like I'm pretty open. I'm transparent. We're a sexual couple. We're an open, transparent couple. We're open book. But I think, being crude and swearing at different things depend on your value system, your audience, your family who's watching. So you've got to choose things that are fit into your values in your life and so forth as well. Yeah, pranks. We had an agreement about pranks, so we're not allowed to prank each other. Because we're the 2 type of people that would be like we have a pond, I'd push her in the pond. Like I would. So we've spoken very openly about like keeping it respectful. There's still a king and queen element and so forth. We triggered some people in the beginning, because when you make a change or you start doing something, so test the waters and then, don't be afraid to push the boundaries, but also, we're a couple heavily covered in tattoos and we have a certain style in our life and business and how we communicate. It's got to be in alignment with what you guys do as well. So, I mean, her mum has messaged us about a couple. So, it's just be aware of that stuff. Don't model me. Do what feels right to you, but don't be afraid to push the boundaries as well. So, yeah. But honestly, do stuff with your family, do stuff with your kids, do stuff with your partner. It could be simple stuff to begin with. I cannot tell you that's the stuff that will get you the big views and help you get more followers in front of more people and boost the algorithm as well. So, well, it's all of it together. Does it make sense? Okay. Now I want to talk about sharing, posting, and scheduling because it can be very difficult to post every 2 hours. So you can schedule posts and also have the VA help out. Okay, number 1. Number 2 is don't share anything anywhere. Always upload or post organic, including stories. So when you post, don't share the post to stories, but put everything on the story. The 2 reels, the Facebook Live is an exception, the blog, everything should be shared as stories. The key to stories is to use the more entertaining, engaging stuff on stories, but also have calls to action on there as well. And again, we're gonna run out of time, but use ChatGPT for everything. Just get better at and use Chat. You know what the awesome thing about ChatGPT is? You can ask it to tell you what to do and how to use it. Does it make sense? Yeah. Now, who has a VA with us? Our VAs are trained in creating a GPT for you on your behalf to do all of this for you. So you can ask your VA to create a GPT. I'm creating a social media GPT for all you guys, Carlos and Jamie. You got your sales one this morning, Jamie? Did you see that? Yep. The first version. The social media one's coming next. So you can create GPTs. Yeah. Stories as reels of posts. Yeah, it's a good. So don't. Yeah. So your stories on Facebook upload as a story. Okay. So what I'm saying is on Facebook, don't share anything anywhere except for your live because you have to. So if I do a reel, I upload it organic to my wall, I upload it organic to my group, I upload it to my story. It's all upload organic. Social media and algorithm prefers everything organic, individual. Takes a little bit of extra time, but the whole process, it doesn't take to do a 60-second reel, 2 a day, 2 minutes. To do a 10-minute live, 10 minutes. It actually doesn't take a lot of time, guys. Especially if you have a VA and you start using ChatGPT, it really doesn't take a lot of time. Yeah. I'm doing 150 pieces of content a week right now. It takes me 1 to 2 hours a day. That's all it takes. Especially once you have team and ChatGPT. Yeah. Okay. So as we get ready to wrap it up, we've got 2 slides left and we'll finish off. Has this been useful, guys? Has this helped? Yeah. I would like to go a little bit deeper. I almost feel like we need to do deeper on the science and the art. There's so much to share. What's everyone's biggest takeaway so far? What's been the most useful part of today? Which aspect, which lesson, which component? Pleasure Yvette? Post more, just yeah, on it, everybody, none of you are posting enough. None of you are. I know for a fact. Noemi, you need to post more. This is for everyone. This is for VAs, this is for client success team, this is for closers, setters, business. Everybody needs to post. We're talking about Facebook, right? Clear plan, post more. So let's really solidify this because I've given you the strategy. I've done what I can to help you be successful. There's a couple of things more to solidify this. Number one is commit to your schedule. If you're a how-to person like me, you'll know that if you do not allocate time in your calendar to do this, it probably won't happen. You know what the great thing about being a business owner is, Megan? You can choose your own hours. But you know what the problem is with being a business owner, Megan, is you could choose your own hours. Yeah. So I find if I don't schedule it, it doesn't happen. So there's 4 main parts to this process. There's the growth, so sending friend requests and invite to the group, up to 15 minutes. There's creating the 10 pieces of content, up to an hour. There's the actual posting, up to an hour. That should take about 2 hours there. And then you've got, say, 2 hours for DMs. Remember, the most important part of the system is you grow the profile in the group, do the 10 pieces of content with the calls to action, but then you have to DM and converse with those people to send them a link to the appointment or send them a link to the event. That's the most important part, if that makes sense. Because you're just posting and you're not having the reason why you're posting so much of it is so you've got more people to speak to. Now, what you can do, what I do is I do all the posting, but I don't message anyone. So Megan, you have a VA with us. You don't have to DM anyone if you have a VA. When you have a VA, the VA will do all the DMs for you and they're trained in it. Hey, it's Megan's VA here. She asked me to message you. Thank you for liking, or thank you for joining the group, or here's the free offer. All right. So we have a DM script and process. I'm going to share in a group for everyone tomorrow so you can use that. Those that have a VA with us, your VA can do all the DMs on your behalf. You don't have to do any DMs. So our DM setters, we have 3 DM setters, take care of my Facebook profiles, the groups, and the pages. So I'm giving the VAs, the setters, I'm giving them the opportunity to get those bonuses, commissions, and fill the calendar and fill the events. Yeah. And then you can focus more of your time on creating more quality, better quality content, doing that properly. The whole training is great. Learn something. Yeah, awesome. So my suggestion is to schedule in your calendars of Monday. That's what I would suggest. As we wrap it up, don't go anywhere because I want to share with you an awesome opportunities for a couple of people. Let's take a step back and just review today, because in a nutshell, it's quite simple. There's not a lot to do if you follow the framework. You just got to find a way to commit to 30 days of doing it. So I would recommend everybody takes a screenshot of this and just simply follow this. Number 1 is update your schedule for 30 days starting Monday with that 3 or 4 hours a day and what you're doing when, and put it into your calendar. Maybe 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. I think Jeff mentioned that before. That's 6 to 8 a.m., 6 to 8 p.m. Those kind of times are really good because that's peak time social anyway. You're adding 25 friends a day to each profile in your business. That includes your team and your VAs. Everybody in your business, including your VAs, invites 49 people a day. Closers, setters, Jamie, Carlos, Noemi, everybody in our team should be doing this. VAs, everybody should be doing this on their accounts. Everybody, no matter what your role, business owner or not, VA, closer, setter, client success team, everyone on this call wants to be doing this and building your own individual pipeline to build the overall pipeline of the company, the business you're a part of. If your VA knows that content system, can they take over the yeah, so Sarah, the VAs can take care of most of it for you. As Jamie's mentioned, you've got to record the live and record the reels. So 100% they can help take care of it. Number 4, 10 posts a day. The main part, if you do 10 pieces of content every day for 30 days, something's got to happen. Something's got to happen. People are going to be like, well, you're posting more. That's good. It means someone goes, you've been posting a lot, posting more. That's a good thing. It means you've been seen more. So don't let somebody put you off. By the way, 1 or 2 of you might get this. Noemi, you're posting too much. Jamie, you're posting too much. That means it's working. And it also means they're not the audience that you're looking for, or the person you're looking for, right? And that's why the quality of your content and the value of content that you're helping people with is important as well. Does it still work if you have a brand new? That's a really good question. So again, so for me personally, it goes in my profiles, my groups, and my page. So the 10 pieces of content will go on your page as well as your group and your profile. Good question. If you're getting haters, you are, yeah. So here is the secret to virality. Who fuels it? Because none of us are here viral. I'm not viral. None of us are viral. I don't really have the goal to go viral. If it happens, whatever. I think anything over 1 million views is viral. What fuels virality? One key word that starts with H. What is, and the big guys online know this. What fuels virality? Haters. Don't delete posts. Don't reply to posts. Don't even read that. Georgia and I did a video when we got back from the gym. We weren't very well. We looked terrible. Oh my goodness. We both read some of the comments and we were like, should we delete it? No, leave it. Let the haters be haters. They make themselves look bad. Don't argue with idiots. Let it go. If it happens, let it happen. Yeah. If it's too inappropriate and negatively impacts everything, sure, but I don't. Yeah. DM everyone to invite them to the event and book them in for an appointment. And do this checklist every day for the next 30 days. You cannot not succeed. Now, here's some additional resources for your success. Number 1, we're going to wrap it up now. Number 1, I've created a Facebook group for you guys. I've already invited you to it. So the journey begins now. In this Facebook group tomorrow, I'm going to post a planner. I'm going to give you hooks. I'm going to give you content ideas. I'm going to be sharing all my content that you can model and check out. I suggest all of you watch my personal content daily, closely, because everything I just went through, what I just shared with you is what I'm personally doing. And you are going to see us go viral in 90 days. You're going to see me getting millions of views. And I guarantee it, next 90 days, within 90 days, we're doing videos that get 1 million views. And not just on Facebook. I've been studying intensely now, Jamie, for about 3 months, viral content, especially around video content. And you're going to notice huge changes in a lot of what we're doing with video content. Video really is king online. The thing about Facebook is you'll actually get more appointments and clients from the written posts and the questions and the thread posts. You actually will. But the videos add substance and community and connection, which is why they're important. So if you go live and no one joins, don't jump off because people will watch it later, right? If you do, so just keep doing it. People will show up, right? So in this Facebook group, I'm going to post the planner. I'm going to post the replay. I'm going to post the slides. We're going to communicate here. Everything you do, Jeff, post in this group. Post your webinar in here. I'll give you feedback. Post your content in here. I'll give you feedback. Share stuff in here and I'll give you feedback, okay? Rather than all DMing me, just post in here and then tag me, and then we'll all help each other in there, okay? So number 1, we've got that group. Number 2, here is something super cool. In 2 weeks on Monday, we're going to do a free 5-day social media content creation challenge because a lot of you probably are going to be motivated, probably going to start tomorrow, Monday. You're going to get the ball rolling. And what's going to happen? New Year's resolution stuff kicks in a week or 2. All of a sudden, you're not doing 10 posts. Jeff does 10 posts a day the first 5 days. Day 6, something happens. He does 5. Next thing you know, he's not doing the process anymore. So in 2 weeks, who wants to join me for a free 5-day social media content creation challenge? where we all together do 10 pieces of content. We go deeper. I help you. I've got a GPT and everything. And to do the challenge, it's free. Who wants to join a free 5-day challenge where we all do it together? Nobody? Okay, awesome. I'm going to send a link right now to register for the challenge. It kicks off in 2 weeks on Monday. We have an opening ceremony and a closing ceremony. And I'm going to actually give you a library of content. I'm going to give you hooks. I'm going to give you a prompt library. I'm going to give you access to a GPT and a whole heap of other things as well. So I'm going to post a link to that free challenge now in the Zoom chat, so you can click on that. The other thing some of you might be thinking of is what do I say when I DM people? Who would like our personal DM scripts? Would you like our DM scripts and sales scripts? Like what DMs do we send or the team send, and what do we say on the sales calls? Who would like my DM and sales scripts? If you'd like my DM and sales scripts, we have a free mastermind, which won't be free in 3 more weeks. If you're not in there yet, you can join for free and get all of the free courses and scripts in there. If you're already in there, you can find them in there. I'm going to send you a link. Register for this mastermind, join in there. When you join, we'll welcome you and we'll send you to where you need to go. When you go to the mastermind, here's our mastermind in here. Some of you are in here. On the left-hand side here, we've got these courses. But this is all free, by the way, guys. You can join our mastermind in here. And in here, you've got the appointment setting scripts and the sales scripts you and your team can use when on what to say to send the DMs and what to say in your sales calls. So for those that want to go deeper and have that stuff, you can check that out. It's free as well. What is this? Do we need to space out 10 pieces per day? Yeah, 1 every 2 hours. Yeah, basically 1 every 2 hours. Yeah. I would give yourself 1 hour in between. As long as you get at least 1 hour in between, but every 2 hours. Peak time every 1 hour, every 1 to 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, good question. Lastly, again, if you have a VA with us, your VA can help you with all of this. So to communicate with them on the daily meeting, set it all up. And second of all, if you do not have a virtual assistant with us yet, you can hire one of our VAs to help you. Send me a DM and I'll send you the video and the details. We can look at setting you up. Our VAs, social media managers, appointment setters, video editors are all trained in this stuff. So they're handpicked by me, trained by me as well, and they can help you. And lastly, I want to offer you guys, I have an incredible offer. For 15 years of helping coaches, consultants, agency owners, I've never done what we're about to do. Right now, our primary focus this year is to help as many of you as possible build 100K months. Who here as a business owner would like to build 100K months? Do you guys like that? Now, for some of you, that might seem a long way away or far-fetched or whatever. But what I would like to do, who here would like it if I was to personally work with you, coach you, personally set this up, have a weekly call with me personally, have complete access to me, and actually get a personalized 30-day plan to actually get 5 to 10 clients? Who would like it if I was to work with you personally for 30 days with a personalized plan, with a weekly call, and actually get 5 to 10 clients? Who would like that opportunity? Yeah, cool. Well, I have an opportunity. No one has seen this yet, but we have an incredible opportunity just for 10 people. In the first week of February, after we do the challenge, because we've got the challenge first, the next 30 days, you're going to get in the swing of this. But in the first week of February, we're kicking off something we've never done. And it's called the Surge 5 Client Sprint. And it's a 30-day program, just a 4-week program. I'm not here to sell you a 6-month course or a 12-month course or a $10,000 program. We're doing a simple program for just 10 people in February, okay, called the 5 Client Sprint, where we work together for 30 days, okay, to actually get 5 or 10 clients. Here's what you get in the 30-day sprint. We have a 60-minute live group call every week, personally by me. I'm coaching you. I'll be taking through. Okay, you get access to all the replays. You get access to an online training portal, all the scripts and that you need. You have a 30-day planner that we personalize for you on everything we went through today and more. The content creation planner and library, access to an AI, daily tasking and interaction daily through a VIP mastermind. I help you set up your DM appointment setting and sales scripts, and you get client success manager. Okay. This is the outline of the 4-week program kicking off the first week of February. You guys are the first people to see this. You got first shot here, first chance of this. We're only opening up for 10 people. In the first session, I help you set up your Facebook group, your Facebook funnel, content planner. We set you all up. And we personalize everything. Session 2, we make sure we set up your appointment setting scripts and systems. By the way, if you have a VA with us, your VA joins the sessions, joins the VA VIP group, and they're a part of it. Session 3, I want to make sure that your sales calls are set up properly. So I will help you set up, make sure you know how to do sales calls. And session 4, you'll have an event on the last week, which we use. I'll teach you how to pitch in it, follow those people up, and get 5 clients. This program is simply 30-day sprint where we all work together to get 5 or 10 clients. I wouldn't be surprised some people get more than 10 clients, okay? This is not a business coaching program. It's a 30-day personalized blitz for just 10 people, okay? So we grow your Facebook funnel. We book 20, 30 calls. We do the webinar. I personalize everything. We do a call every week. Kicks off Tuesday, the 3rd of February, 9 a.m. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. And we are blocking this at 10 because it's the first time we've ever done it. So I want to make sure that I'm personally there for people. I don't coach anymore. It's an opportunity to work with me directly. And we set everything up, personalize everything we went through today. How much do you think this would be worth? Like if I help you get 5 clients, how much do you make? 2 grand, 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand? How much do you think other people would charge for this? Or how much do you think this is worth? Or how much do you think this program would be? 30-day sprint, 5 to 10 clients, 10, 20,000 minimum cash. How much do you think it would be? What do you guys think? I'm about to blow your mind because I guarantee you're wrong. Throw some numbers at me. What do you think this 5K for Carlos? 5,000? What do you guys think? 3,000? 10,000? I looked. The average person charges minimum 5 to 10,000 for this. I saw it as much as 20,000. So for just 10 people, right? We're not going to charge you 5,000. We're not going to charge you 3,000. In fact, I'm not even going to charge you 1,000. This is ridiculous. It's the first time only that we're doing this. And it might be the only time we do this at this price. But the entire 30-day program with me personally is one time, no hidden fees, no add-ons, nothing like that, 997 Aussie for the whole 30 days. We only have 10 spots. Imagine a return on investment. Even if you only get 1 client, how much money you make? If you only get 1 client, you make 2 grand. You've doubled your return on investment. We get to work together for 30 days and you're set up. It kicks off Tuesday the 3rd. Now, we only have 10 spots available. Once it's booked, it's booked. We have not announced this publicly yet. We announce it publicly next week. You're the first to see this. If you're watching live, you're getting first opportunity. And we're also going to be sending this to all of our lists on Monday. Our DM setters, our closers, everyone is sending this as a gift to all of our list. It will book solid very quickly. So what I'm going to do now is for those that are on live, I'm going to post a link to the Stripe link for 997 Aussie. So it's like 700 USD one time. No other hidden fees or costs or anything. You don't need GoHello or anything like that. You don't need to buy anything. There's nothing. One time. Who's in? If you're in, say I'm in. I'm going to post the Stripe link for the one-time 997 right now in the Zoom chat. First in, first serve. By the way, don't go anywhere yet, right? So here is the link. First in, first serve. Click on this Stripe link in the Zoom chat if you're in. Fill that in and let me know when done. And then I can send you through. We'll have an onboarding call. We'll set you up. We'll add you to the VIP group. And you'll also get more personalized attention from me now, even though it kicks off in a month. So we have the next 30 days to get this going. We have the challenge. We'll get you onboarded, get access to the portal and everything. Start working together before we kick off. Okay. So in the Zoom chat, click this link. Curtis says it's in. Okay. Click that Stripe link, 997. Pay that now. AUD. Once it's done, that's all you have to do. Send me a DM on Facebook. I'm in. I'll see you anyway. I'll give you access to the welcome letter. You're going to get access to the portal right now. Welcome letter right now. You'll get access to the GPT next week. We'll have an onboarding and we'll add you to the special VIP group. If you're watching the replay of this, you'll see a link somewhere on YouTube or in the mastermind, or you can DM me or get back to the person that sent you this video, one of our growth consultants or advisors. Once we have 10, we are shutting it off at 10 because I want to make sure that I can serve you. You don't have to be a coach, consultant, agency owner. You can be crypto. You can be a network marketer. You can use it to be affiliate marketer. You can use this to sell anything as long as you get clients and customers. So click that link, first in, first serve. Once you've done that, send me a DM on Facebook. I'm done, I'm in, and then I can begin the onboarding process. Now, if you're looking at going, man, I'd love to do that, but I don't know about spending $997. It's not a cost. It's not an expense. It's a return on investment, and it's a ridiculously low price as well. Makes no difference to me. Do it, don't do it. But if you're still here, you're still watching this, I know you want more attention, more leads, more clients. And what a great way to kick off the year. We got the next 30 days and the challenge. Then we have the 30-day sprint together. We've got 8 weeks together. I'd love to get you to a point where you get a full-time VA, where you don't have to do the DMs and you don't have to do all the posting yourself. It all starts with the first step. Maybe you're doubting that it's possible. Maybe you think it won't work for you. Maybe you don't have access to 997. But if nothing changes, nothing changes. You do for the next 3 to 6 months or the next month or two what you did last month or two. What's your business and life going to look like in the next month or two? Exactly the same. So if not this, then what? And if not now, then when? So how long are you going to let your limiting beliefs and your financial challenges hold you back from actually getting a couple of clients? Heck, even if you only get 1 or 2 clients, what a great way to kick off the year. Maybe you've got no clients yet as well, right? So remember, once it's booked, it is booked. If you're watching a replay, create urgency in this, because if we are watching the replay, it might already be sold out. So just get back to me or the person that sent you this, and we can set you up. I look forward to working with just 10 of you closely. We will have support in there as well. It's going to be awesome as well. Okay. So we are done. We are finished. We've got a little bit over time. And I want to say thank you to all of you for investing your time in here, respecting my time. I'm not being paid to be here right now. I've done this because I want to see you win. I want to serve you. I want to see the VAs thriving. To our growth team, to our growth consultants and growth advisors, you're going to be seeing all these guys a lot more. We kick off our new system on Monday. We had 3 or 4 trainings this week, boys. Chona, Noemi, thank you so much for joining us. We are about to kick off the same plan. Everything I just shared with you is what we're all doing, and you're going to see us doing that. I really hope that you choose to make 2026 the best year you've ever had. 2025 was a hard year. Don't wish 26 is better. Work for it. Remember, if you do in 2025, again in 2026, you're just going to have a repeat of last year. I want to see you all thriving. I want to see you all making at least 20K, if not 100K months. We have everything you need to win this year. We have great support. We have great systems. And we have great strategies. I just want to challenge and dare every one of you right now, whether you join the Kickstart or not, pay the $9.97 or not, whether you're a VA or business owner, decide right now that you're going to go all in for 30 days for yourself and follow this system 100% on Facebook. No exceptions. Jump in the group, jump in the mastermind, use the strategies, ask questions in the group, because it starts now. Your journey begins now. Knowledge is not power. Given the knowledge, application of knowledge is power. You can't just know the thing. You got to do the thing to get the result. For those of you that follow this 100% for the next 30 days, you're all going to sign clients. Those that don't, you can't blame me. We've done our job. We've done our work. At the very least, make sure you join the free challenge in a couple of weeks. I'll see everyone in the free challenge. I'll see the crew on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much. Any questions, reach out to me. If you want to join the 30-day sprint, but you're waiting to get paid or payday, shoot me a message and we'll keep you in the loop. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, team. Thank you, VAs. Thank you, clients. Thank you, business owners. Enjoy, guys.